there, ref. That's he got the ball. I don't know.
Hey, everybody, we back, and we're going to be doing this watch-along today for the UEFA Super Cup final. Spurs are all in lily white. The fans are dressed in lily white for this evening in Udine in Italy, which is Vicario's hometown, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
And it's a big night for him. It's a big night for all Spurs fans. This is, to my knowledge today, I didn't even think about it, but this is our first ever UEFA Super Cup since its existence, right? Which is a very good feeling to have. We also, as well, like I brought up in the intro when Dave sort of said, what's it like to be playing in a big occasion like this? It feels good to already remind ourselves that we will be playing on Wednesday and Tuesday nights on a regular basis this upcoming season. We had the lineups in front of us. Thomas Frank said he had a plan and that they were preparing for this game for a long time. That plan was, in fact, a back five, or at least a back three, back five. I think it will be mostly back five throughout this game. But Dave, Thomas Frank, he's going bold. He's going defensive. People that thought he would be playing attack-minded, free-flowing football. I mean, I kind of enjoy the fact that we're not. I'm one that kind of leans the other way around. But Thomas Frank has shown his cards here that in these big games, and maybe when he feels like he doesn't have a number 10 and a lot of depth in the forward areas, he is happy to go with something a bit more defensive-minded. But yes, Dave, feels good to be in a final, opportunity to win a second trophy. And I think if we do win that trophy, it would be a real, positive sign for what Frank might be capable of in terms of getting results. Because if you probably look at the bookies, if you look at maybe the average football fan, I think everyone has PSG on the cards. This is a great opportunity to be the underdogs and to upset some people.
Look, I'm here for vibes tonight, Jack. It's our first ever Super Cup. It's a game that I watch every season, every year, and I always dreamt of being a part of. And reality, it's a journey that started, in the San Mamés Stadium in Bilbao, where we bet Man United. We deserve to be here tonight. I just hope that we turn up tonight. My biggest fear is that we get embarrassed. And I'm worried in that regard. But at the end of the day, I'm excited to be here. I never thought Tottenham would be on this stage. We're the showpiece. We're the opening for European football this season. So let's go out there and seize the opportunity. Look, in terms of Thomas Frank, look, I said it in the pre-match build-up, Jack. Still a bit skeptical. I'm not fully on board. I'm sort of one foot on the train, one foot on the platform. It's a big night for Thomas Frank, but I think if he can deliver tonight, I think it alleviates a lot of my concerns. My concerns have been, okay, he might set us up better defensively, but you're not going to survive on just being solid defensively. You have to score goals. One of my biggest things I highlighted is, what can he do with this forward line? So far, hasn't looked great, which is a concern of mine. But there's more than one way to skin a cat, figure of speech. I don't want anyone calling the RSPCA or crying at me about fucking cats. I don't want to hear it.
It's a phrase.
But, there's more than one way to skin a cat, Jack, and at the end of the day, I think there's a time and a place for attacking football, which you should do against teams you're expected to beat. And then against bigger teams that have more quality than you, then you do have to maybe suffer a little bit defensively and sit in. Look, it'll be interesting. I think most people are putting it as a back five tonight. I think they're showing it, CBS are showing it up as Spence is playing left wing. Let's wait and see what happens. If Spence is playing left wing, I think it'll be a very interesting call, very interesting decision. But if it is a back five tonight, Jack, I have my concerns. But I think this will show, to a degree, whether Thomas Frank is much better than Ange Postecoglou in this regard, because Postecoglou tried it against Everton. We were 3-0 down by half time. You know, so it'd be interesting to see whether, and I think it'll show in this match, whether this is something we've worked on in training and over the course of pre-season, being able to adapt between different formations, or is this something that he's just sprung tonight because he feels like he doesn't have the quality to go and match PSG, and he feels like he needs to do something to the Bayern Munich game. My hope is, and what many have portrayed and what he speaks about himself, is that he is adaptable with formations and tactics, and he does work on it. So I'm hoping it works a treat tonight, Jack. At the end of the day, you know, been around the game long enough to know that we are going to be spending large parts out of possession. So it's, you know, if that's the case, rather than be so open like we were last season, you are better to have bodies behind the ball, you know, close up the gaps, close up the spaces, and stop them from playing through the middle and stuff like that. But equally, PSG are just as good out wide, so the fullbacks and our wing-backs are going to have to be spot on defensively tonight. But it's a brave call by Thomas Frank, and like I said, if he gets over the line tonight, then he gets full buy-in off me.
Well, I mean, there's no team that I can think of that would have more possession than this PSG team. Maybe Barcelona might be the other one because they're even more attack-minded, if that's even possible, than this PSG team. Spurs were always going to be without the ball, but it looks like Thomas Frank, in my opinion, with the lineup that he's gotten, is very comfortable to be without the ball in this game. He is looking to potentially work very, very hard, play brave, defensive-minded football, and then just look to punish PSG with some of the gaps that they might leave behind. And if you do look at the players that they've gone with about 4 attack-minded players. They
Yeah.
have Doué, Barcola, Dembele, and Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. Usually one of those is actually left out and being left on the bench. Whereas with this time around, it's only
Well,
Vitinha
Neves is suspended.
and Joao Neves is suspended. But maybe Luis Enrique, maybe he had an idea or maybe some inkling that Spurs would go pretty defensive in
He
this
doesn't
game.
respect us.
Yeah, well, it could be also just he knew with the lineup that we had, that we didn't have a ton of options necessarily to go with. Like he could have played Odebear, I guess, but even still, right? You're playing a very, very young kid with not a lot of experience in games like this. He could have gone with Brennan Johnson. Maybe this is showing that Thomas Frank isn't necessarily sold yet on Brennan Johnson by not starting him in this game, or at least for games that he feels like, we're not going to have a lot of domination of the ball. So I'm going to have to maybe save Johnson for later on in the game in case I need someone to
Well,
grab me a goal. But it seems like Thomas Frank is showing what we might have to start getting used to. He sees the game very, very differently to what we had before with Ange
mm,
Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou, I think we all know, would have gone against this PSG team with probably a similar version of the same 4-3-3 no matter what. And he would have probably stuck with one of the wingers, either Odebear, Tell, or Johnson. Whereas Thomas
I'm
Frank
also
is just showing, listen, I'll get results. Hopefully he gets results in a different way.
I get what you're saying, Jack. And look, there's a beauty to defending. You know me. I'm not one of them that denies it. There's a beauty, to be able to, as a team, solidly sit in for 90 minutes and grind out a 1-0 win. Some find it even more euphoric than going out and slapping a team 5-6-0 because you've had to show a desire, a determination, a steely mentality and shit like that. But I'm wary of showing them too much respect either. At the end of the day, they're all that good on the ball. If you sit off them and allow them
Yeah.
too much time, equally they're going to punish you. I
Yeah.
don't mind sitting in a condensed formation, but also trying to get some sort of pressure on the football to try and make them make mistakes.
Yeah.
So I'm wary about showing them too much respect because equally we'll just be picked off and destroyed. But I think it's a big call by Thomas Frank by dropping Johnson, like you mentioned, Jack. He is the club's top scorer last season. He did score the win in the Europa League final. But what I love about Thomas Frank, there's no room for sentimentality here tonight. And personally, I think it's the right decision. When we do get possession, we're going to need guys that can carry the ball because we're going to be sitting in so deep that when a player does get a ball, they're going to have the ability to be able to hold it up, skin a man, and try and carry that ball. There's not going to be a room to be able to get on the ball and try and pass it. If that ball goes out to the winger tonight, last thing you want him to do is pass that back into the fullback or pass that back into the midfielder because straight away they're going to be under pressure because most of the PSG team are going to be in our half. So whoever is out wide or whoever is up front are going to have to get hold of that ball and look to get turned and travel that ball, pick up free kicks, throw-ins, relieve pressure that way, get us up the pitch, slow yourself down on the set pieces, stuff like that. Try and kill their momentum. Tonight we are going to have to show the other side of football, a bit of a brain, a bit of a nous about us. We can't look as young and as naive and out of ideas as we did last season. So look, big call by Thomas Frank, and I actually hope it's one that pays off because I think fans do need to wake up to a lot of stuff that Brennan Johnson lacks. But equally, I think Brennan Johnson is the perfect guy to come off the bench tonight and be in around the box to sniff out an opportunity and even go and grab the winner or an equaliser, So I think it's the right decision here by Thomas Frank tonight in terms of that call, Jack.
Well, also just, to maybe hold people accountable. Like a lot of people said, oh, what I like about Thomas Frank is his adaptability. This is an example of it, right? He's gone from using a back 4 with a front 3 in other games. And now in this game, all of a sudden, he's completely changed things up and has gone for a version of a front 2. He's kind of, it's nowhere near as good as Mbumo and Wisa up top, but he has gone for a version of what we saw in the past with Brentford, where they did just put 3 hardworking midfielders in there, use wing backs, and then had 3 center backs, to protect the back line. So he's gone for some version of that defensive-minded Brentford type of style in the past. And other games, he then went with a front 3 where you would throw in Kevin Shada, and other players in there. But this is an example of that adaptability that plenty of people spoke about, that they liked about Thomas Frank, that sort of pragmatism, if you will, towards this game. And if he gets a result tonight, I think it just shows what we might have to get used to, because we were so used to sort of the same formation, kind of the same way of playing. Whereas with Thomas Frank, of course, it's results dependent, how much buy-in he actually gets from the fan
Mm.
base on it. But if he does pull off a result tonight, then we have to start getting used to. This is a guy that just will play things differently. He's not going to be married to the same lineup or the same formation
Mm.
game in, game out, and something we'll just have to
makes
become
my
accustomed
predicted
to.
lineup makes our predicted lineup a lot tougher when we
Yeah, a
get
lot
that back
tougher.
underway. You're gonna have to put a lot more effort into it. What's the opposition? How will he play against them and shit like that? Jig around formations. It's gonna be a lot longer to get out now in that regard. But look, at the end of the day, I think one of our big problems was last season. To an extent, we didn't really highlight where the opposition were strong in terms of going forward and didn't really look to navigate it or really pinpoint any real weakness. It was sort of like, this is the way we want to play it. Look, with Thomas Frank, it's going to be completely different. The players will go in, they'll say, look, this is where they're strong. We're going to create overloads, get bodies out this side to navigate that. And if we do, we'll go a long way of shutting them out. But also, this is their weak point, and this is where we need to focus the attack. Look, there might be some out there tonight that are hoping that this is still three across the front line and Jed Spencer's out left. But the reason why I don't think that's really going to be a possibility, Jack, is because what would that signal to tell Udebur, even the board in general, if he's starting a fullback, and he's already limited there as is at wing? It doesn't send out a good message, or it doesn't show that you've any trust in Udebur or Tell or anybody like that. So for me, I do think it will be the case of having a back five, and I think the idea will be looking for like the likes of Kudos or Richarlison to run the channels or pick up free kicks and that, and then maybe hopefully get Porro and Spence out wide and just deliver crosses and get the two of them maybe into the box. So it will be a counter-attacking game today with five across the back. I just hope we have trained in it and they're well drilled, because if not, this could have the possibility of being what it did like under Postecoglou, where he randomly switched to a back five without drilling it, ended up in an absolute disaster against a far less potent team than PSG, by the way.
Yeah, true that. Last point I'll make is I think it's going to cut both ways. Could be a positive and a negative for us, or just something to be aware of and be worried about. Is they will have four very attack-minded players in Kavicha, Dembele, Doué, and Barcola, right? So that's going to occupy a lot of the attention of our three center backs, as well as the the wing backs potentially for this game. Dave and I are clearly talking as if we are going to be playing in a back five. Of course, no one really knows going into this game, but that's our guess. But that does leave then a pretty exposed midfield. Vitinha, Zaire Emery, neither of them are like real ball winner, midfielders, right? They're more guys that are comfortable with the ball at their feet. They're not ones that are going to win possession back for you on a regular basis, like Palhinha would or others. So there is maybe gaps to be exposed there. And then we know with Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, they will look to bomb forward, again, overwhelm us, occupy a lot of the attention of our players. But that does mean then there could be gaps, in this defense for this PSG team. So it cuts both ways. They will put us under a lot of pressure with all those attack-minded players. But then at the same time, I do expect that there could be opportunities to try to hurt them, because they have so few defensive-minded players actually in their team at the minute. And we saw what Chelsea did to them with that in mind. But let's get to maybe some of the chat here, Dave, and just see what they have to say ahead of this one. Ange Ball saying the fact that PSG might be a little lethargic, think we need to fly out of the blocks and really go after them in the opening minutes, hopefully get a goal and then play some counterattacking football after that. I think that was Dave's plan, right? Hit them hard, maybe bully them in the first 20 minutes with all the energy that we have and the fitness.
Yeah, look, I don't care who you are. You don't come back in for the first 20 minutes of a game with no other games and a bit of training behind your belt and just start linking up and having the same thing. It takes you a little while to get into your rhythm, and I think because we're 6 games in, that's where we need to target them today. Get after them in the first 20, show no respect. After that, once they start getting the grips, that's when you sort of succeed a little bit.
Dig saying, I really hope we get the win, but with no new faces through the door and getting battered after Munich, I can't see how we beat PSG with all the quality they've got. Pray that I'm wrong. I said that, though, in the pre-match build-up. I think that would make then getting a result tonight even more impressive, right? That he's not necessarily he doesn't have Kulusevski, he doesn't have Madison, he doesn't have an Eze or a Savinho signing to work with, doesn't have new fullbacks or anything. Like, he is going into this pretty, hamstrung to a degree, Thomas Frank. So if he were to pull off a result tonight, I think it would make it even more impressive, actually, to be fair to him. So, like I said, it's a real test of a manager and real test of their abilities. King Hoddle saying, on this momentous night for the mighty Lily Whites, the first English club to do the double in the 20th century and the first British club to win a European trophy. Love that from our man King Hoddle. Ribsy85, hey all, come on you Spurs. Good to see you. Ribeye, hopefully you're all right, sir. Shemtan saying, don't worry, Jimbo said we're winning this one 3-0 and we'll finish in the top 4, so let's just relax and enjoy. Love that. Drop kick your teacher, always going into things maybe a bit hastier than others, saying I have a bad feeling about this one. I think that's usually, how you go into a lot of games, drop kick your teacher. Even under Ange Postecoglou, I knew that you usually didn't have a lot of faith of
Yeah.
how things would proceed. I don't mind it. Plenty of people go into games a bit more skeptical. Some people go in full delusion, full happy clapper mode. Various ways to go into every game, of course. Tango bin Al-Shid, good to see you as well, my friend. Tartan Spurs saying good evening, gents. Fearing the worst, but a good test to see of how we play in this back three or back five. You and I seem to be sold that it's not going to be back five. Do you believe any of the rumors that some of I think the Paramount Plus crew seem to be suggesting it's a Jed Spence in the front line? I don't think that's going to happen. Knowing Thomas Frank as well from what he did at Brentford.
What does that signal to Johnson, Tell, and Udaber? 3 wingers off the bench. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think he might switch it up midway through the second half.
Yeah.
And go with 3 across the front line. And I think you will see the likes of Tell and Udaber being interjected. Maybe Johnson for a bit of pace, a bit of width and stuff like that. But I think to start off with, I do think it's going to be a back five. It doesn't make sense to me to start your fullback at left wing. When you're already short across full-back options anyway heading into the season, and you've also got a lot of winger options off the bench that Spurs have just dropped a load of money on. So I do think it will be, look, people can say a back 3, back 5, at the end of the day, it always will be a back 5. You're playing 3 centre-backs with 2, I know they call them wing-backs, but primarily their job is to shore up defensively before going forward. So technically, it's going to be a back 5. Still got 3 in the midfield, which means we can go and hunt the ball. And I guess the hope is that when we get that ball, Richarlison and Kudos peel off the centre-backs into the channels, and we look to hit them there. Yeah. So I think it will be a back 5. I think the notion of this Spence playing left wing, I think we can just stop that now. I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, happy to be
if
wrong.
If it is, it needs an explanation after the game.
Or like you said, maybe explains, that he doesn't have a ton of faith in their ability to work hard, those other wingers that he has available. Yeah. J Mac, good to see you, my friend. Big up Davey Ladd and the Jacko, up the Spurs. We also have Ribsy85 saying the coverage seems to think it's Spence up front. Yeah, I think we're going off of what I've seen before with Brentford. There were plenty of times where he did just do Wisa and Bumo up top and then used wing backs like Lewis Potter or other players, to sort of be, maybe some of the extra attacking outlet. And then he always had hardworking, if not kind of hardworking, boring midfielders and like Jan Elt, Norgard and others that they would have in that team. But he has a bit more quality, I would say, in the midfield compared to maybe what he had before at Brentford. The attack, not so much. I would say, Mbeumo Wissa is still, a very quality forward line to work with. But, this is what it's like at Spurs. You get some advantages and then maybe some disadvantages compared to maybe what you had before. And we'll just see how it unfolds for this guy. Fantasy McShane saying going for a 0-0 shows that there's no belief in the attackers. I just think we have to get used to it. That could be the case. It could be the case. He just doesn't believe in this forward line yet and would rather go more defensive. I think this is just something we have to get used to with Frank, that he is someone that will lean more defensively, than people might like or people might want. And that's what I was not scoffing at, but that's when some people are saying, oh, he's adaptable, he's pragmatic. And it's like, those are all like great buzzwords. But I think what we're not realizing is that could mean then he goes with a very defensive lineup, like, compared to what we might have seen in the past. I think we'll see plenty of games with Frank that we might have saw before with Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, or others, where like we are just looking to sort of absorb pressure and then hurt teams on the break, which is never pretty to watch.
The only thing is, Jose Mourinho and Conte had Son and Kane who could destroy any team. We're far from that reality now. This is post Kane and the Son era. This was my worst fear coming out of that era, that we would be left with bog standard players across the front line that weren't capable. And look, to be honest with you, if Frank doesn't have faith in them, good. He's not paid to have faith in them. He's paid to manage the team. And if they're not the right guys for the job, then don't play them. And I'm absolutely delighted if that is the case, because at the end of the day, he's given them all opportunities pre-season. He's tried to give people opportunities down that left-hand side. Not one player has stuck their hand up and really grabbed that opportunity. So, I would like to think he is frustrated. We've made a conservative effort to go after attackers this window, and we haven't really been delivered back kudos. So I would understand if there was a large frustration there, and he's reacted to it. At the end of the day, he can't go and do what we've done against Bayern Munich, because we know it's going to end. And the reality is, why that happened against Bayern Munich is because the front line couldn't get hold of the ball. So he has to find a different way around it. And, that's one thing people argued that Postecoglou couldn't do or wasn't willing to do. Go and find another way around the problem. Whereas at least Frank is trying in that regard. I suppose you've got to give him credit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we have no faith in the forward line. We hardly expect the manager to have faith in the forward line. He's human
Yeah.
as well.
The legend that's Tartan Spurs even agrees to that, saying, but I totally agree. A lack of firepower is very, very concerning. Yeah. And I think by maybe acknowledging that, he's just going to go more defensive and then hope for maybe some miracles on the break from the forward line
He's no choice.
that he has. Yeah.
If he wants to try and win.
Yeah, he's just going for results, whether it's pretty or not. Dan Coy's, good to see you. Absolute legend, Danny boy. Hopefully you're all right, my friend. Brett Loft saying Johnson doesn't work hard enough and is being idle for 90% of the time. Good. He is not a frank player at the minute. At the minute, like and also even that Bayern Munich game, the fact that he dragged him off, so early in the second half. I don't know. I wonder if, Brendan Johnson's, not necessarily going to be given as much faith or as much trust, as before. Also, just because he has Mohamed Kudus now, he's just nailed down that starting spot.
Under every manager, it's a clean slate for everybody. Whatever you've done under previous manager is wiped. Maybe not in the fans' eyes, but in the new manager's eyes, it's wiped. You got to earn that trust and that respect again. This is a huge test of Brendan Johnson and his character. I could very easily see him going down the Basuma route very quickly if he continues not working hard. Thomas Frank won't tolerate dickheads. One reason why he succeeded at Brentford is everyone brought into we don't have the quality of every other team, which means we have to outwork them and we have to show, we have to get stuck into them at times and stuff like that. We got to be smarter than them. And if you're not buying into that, then he won't play you. It's that simple. And I think it's the right decision.
Yeah. Neil George, good to see you. Evening, Jans, Kois. Leighton Evelyn, the best happy clapper in the world, saying, I love the optimism before kickoff. Watch after 10 minutes in. I mean, we don't say this about ourselves too often. I actually think we've been relatively balanced, before kickoff. I don't think we're not screaming 4-0 or anything like that. We're just sort of saying it how it is for how this could go, both ways. But I'm not sure about this time, Leighton. He did send in a 5-0 though, but wonder who that's for. He is a big happy clapper, so maybe it is to the likes of Tottenham Hotspur.
Good to see you.
Swim Master. Yeah. Hopefully he's doing all right. Swim Master, Dennis Daly, good to see you as well. Lee Moody, good to see you. AK Shegs, Kois. Big up to you, AK. Ribsy85 saying adaptable and pragmatic is great if it wins. If it's boring and pitiful if we just get clubbed anyways. That's what I mean, man. Like, I think people might have to get used to what people complained about maybe before under the Contes and the Joses and whatnot. And like Dave is right. We complained about that when we still had Harry Kane and Sonny as our forward line. And we still complained about it being too pragmatic, too defensive. I think we have to get used to it. This is how Thomas Frank has built his success before at Brentford, and I don't see him changing it that much at Spurs.
It's also where the squad is at, Jack.
Yeah,
it's just a sad indictment of where this team is at. The sad thing is, 2, maybe 3 more quality signings could really transform this into having a really decent, team. And basically what we're lacking, which is a centre attacking midfielder, a left winger, and another fullback option. You bring them in, all of a sudden, of the quality of a Kudus and a Paulini, all of a sudden you really transform this team. But as you've seen today, as soon as the Super League final comes around, all of a sudden Tottenham are out of the Eze race.
No, jeez. King Hoddle saying, watching these PSG boys warming up does not fill me with confidence. Listen, man, they're still the best team in the world by a long shot. I know Chelsea won in that Club World Cup, but I think Dave and I were doing a lot of watch-alongs for that PSG team. They play some, jaw-dropping stuff at times, with what they're capable of going forward. Just Kavicha, world-class player. Ousmane Dembele, I think last season is debatably up there for Ballon d'Or as being one of the best players in the world this last season. Desiree Doué, someone that Spurs were painfully linked with before, looks like a top level forward. And the fact that Bradley Barcola is probably their 4th best attacker also says a lot, because I still rate that guy. He's a quality player. And that Vitinha is one of the best midfielders in the world, I think, as well. They have world-class players across the pitch.
Look, in terms of the world-class players, you're absolutely spot on. And when you were mentioning that, Jack, I was sort of picturing the back 5 in my head. I actually think it's quite clever by Thomas Frank now that I think of it, because when they do get to run at the fullback, I think he realises any fullback in the world is going to struggle up against them. But it actually allows the right centre-back or the left-sided centre-back to get out and almost double up, which makes it a lot more difficult and snuffs out maybe the threat to a large degree or forces them backwards. So it's actually a tactic that might work in terms of trying to quell PSG. It'd be very interesting to see how it happens. But to that person's comment, I'm also concerned the way Tottenham turned up. We turned up in all cream, as our outfit, a bit like the Spice Boys, if anyone remembers them, Liverpool, McManaman, Fowler, Jamie
Night out
Redknapp,
in
that famous
Vegas.
picture. Yeah, and they end up getting smacked up that night, and they got a little bit ahead of themselves. And they all say, when they were asked about their regrets in football, like McManaman played for Madrid and everything, and he says, wearing that suit, I never heard the end of it. And my God, Chelsea, West Ham, Arsenal, their fans will never let us hear the end of it if we don't beat these tonight. So if you're going to have the audacity to wear something like that, you better fucking show up.
Oh, we get to carry our trophy into the ground. That's actually sick to look
I'm
at.
out here for that.
Yeah, I'd love to see that with
I need to turn
Romero
off the
carrying
camera.
that
I need to
trophy.
stroke one out to this.
Al Ben saying, what happened to if you
And it's
don't take
Romulan holding
chances?
it. It just looks great. It's just right in his arms. You know that? It just looks right in his arms. Man's never lost the final. Come on, Romy. My captain.
Yeah.
My fucking leader. Come on.
Absolutely. Big up Al Ben. He's saying, what happened if you don't take chances? You also take chances. What he said before. Bayern Munich taught him a welcome to football at the highest levels. And yeah, man, we'll see how he responds to it, because I don't think PSG will be too different to that Bayern Munich team in terms of how they play. And also as well, right, that Bayern Munich team, they just were passing rings around us at plenty of occasions. Like, we couldn't even get close to the ball. And we were really, really struggling to build out from the back. They just had us camped in our own half for a large period of it. So we'll see how it plays out, man. We'll see how it plays out.
Come on, let's go, Spurs.
And Daniel Larson, good to see you as well. Big up, lads. Intrigued by the lineup. Let's see what happens. We're getting ready, everybody. Just a few minutes away here.
Come on, Kudus. Come on, kid. Danzo. Spence. Puppy. Come on, Poro. He's got rid of the blonde.
Soren was saying, maybe drop Pop Matasar. I just don't think you could do that, because he's been the best player in preseason, right? He's probably been the most informed player at Spurs.
Breakout campaign coming.
Yeah.
We predicted the Spence one. Sar's coming.
Stevie Frazier saying, believe. Big up Stevie Frazier.
Interruption.
V Scard is in the house. Wemberley is in the house. Big up to you, sir. And then Big Tyler is in as well. Good to see you, my man. He's saying he's hoping for a Spence masterclass. Gonna need one. Defensively and going forward.
I'm just hoping Rom's had them all in the dressing room. Giving them a galvanizing speech. Chest pumping people. Really getting the aggression and the energy going in the dressing room, and that we're pumped and ready for this. Do you know what? All the years I've been watching, I've watched them. I remember Falcao. Didn't he score a hat-trick in one of these years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
I've had some great memories of watching these games. We're finally here, Jack. We're finally here in the curtain raiser of European football for the season ahead. And if we win, I'm claiming we're the best team in Europe. So,
you got to. At least on European soil, we are. That's the case. When playing outside the UK, we're the best team in Europe. They also write, by the way, new goalkeeper. Very dramatic with what Luis Enrique has done. He's dropped Donnarumma, who saved them on plenty of occasions in that Champions League, but he's dropped him and is looking to sell him. And Chevalier, their new goalkeeper, who I believe he was at Lille. Before that, he might have been at
Big up, Polly.
Might have been at Etienne or whatever that club is. The green. I think Stade Etienne. He might have been there before. But Chevalier is a pretty highly rated goalkeeper in Ligue 1. But he is brand new to this PSG team, so maybe something to take advantage of there.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the penalties and then put an end to his PSG career. But big up, IrishHotspur, good to see you. And Tyler says he wants to see Spence's sister on the pitch after. Do you know, I do like her videos actually on socials. They're quite good when she's at the Spurs games. She does a good vlog. But I wonder, is that what you're interested in, Tyler? I'm not sure. Not sure whether it's the content or the person.
Yeah,
by the way, this image behind me, I really hope we see more of this. We win. By the way, if we win tonight, should we get another parade going just for vibes?
Oh no, you got to get the bus out again. You have to. You have to get the bus out. Get it wheeling, Mr. Levy. Get the gas in the tank. Al Ben saying, I'm banking on they haven't been superior against English teams. Even Aston Villa almost had them. I mean, I feel like Liverpool though did get kind of dominated by PSG. I think PSG were the deserved winners in the Liverpool fixture. But against Aston Villa gave them a good scare, and especially on the counterattack, they gave them a good scare. So we'll see. We'll see, Al Ben.
To be honest with you, I'm going to hold on to what Al Ben says here. We need like an omen like that, Jack, where they struggle against English teams, and hopefully it's the case tonight. I'm going to hold on to that one, Al Ben. So hopefully that's the case, and if we win, I'll definitely revert back to it. But look, I do get what Jack's saying. Like, at the end of the day, they've got loads of goals in this team. You know, they would beat most of the teams in the Premier League pretty handily, I would argue. I know they lost to Chelsea in the Club World Cup final as well, so maybe there is something to our bench point there, Jack.
They've struggled against some English teams, and then others I think they completely dominated. I felt like they were the better team against City. I felt like they were the better team against Liverpool. Arsenal did give them a scare. Aston Villa did give them a scare. Chelsea, of course, beat them. So it's actually a mixed bag. Al Ben could be right.
On. The huddle right in front of the fans as well. I love to see it. In all white, lily white, under the lights. I mean, this is what I grew up dreaming of as a kid. Come on, Spurs. Let's fucking go. Come on. Oh, he looks small in that goals, you know.
Yeah,
he looks very small in that goals.
He is smaller than Vicario.
Yeah, he looks small. He's not as intimidating as Donnarumma.
No, definitely not.
Test him nice and early.
Especially if they were to go to penalties. You know, we all know Donnarumma, one of the best out there.
Come on, Kudus. Can't wait to see him in action tonight. Paulinho, my new Romero. Come on. Aggressive and fearless, says whose name? Nira. Big up, Nira. Big up, Ribsy. Good to see you, my man. How are you keeping? How's life?
And we've gotten kicked off here, everybody. Get ready.
Right up to Kudos. We go straight to Richarlison. Can he trap it? He lets it go over his head.
We're doing our own version of the PSG, knock it into the corner.
I suppose that's an option. If you can't control it, let's pin them in for a throw and try and get pressure on.
They do that to other teams, right? That's their big thing that people started copping onto, that they're very good at.
Hakimi with the ball in his hands for a throw-in. Deep down in their half. Can Tottenham get the pressure on and catch them cold here? That's the plan. It's been to Paulinho!
Oh, he had players forward there. Maybe he could have thought about passing.
Oh, Porro even. Was it Porro? What's Porro doing up there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Porro.
Oh, Porro, you got to catch that license.
You give him that license.
Did you see the video from the one he banged in yesterday?
Yeah, you give him that chance.
Yeah.
That was maybe an opportunity to... Do you like that he shot, or maybe could we have passed that there?
Yeah, look, maybe he could have passed it, but I think he had yesterday's, in mind. I've got a friend like that. His name is Sean. You know, if he does something like that the day before, there's no way he's passing that when he gets the opportunity again. He sort of believes lightning strikes twice.
Forgot to actually do the settings on the clock there. So the clock didn't start, even though I pressed start.
But I like this. I did say I wanted us to go after PSG and try and catch them rusty. And so far, we've already created an opportunity off the back of it. And we're pinning them in here again. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Let's go. I want another trophy in that cabinet. It's been dusty way too long.
Mendes with a long throw. Romero there to recover.
Oh, he's gone back to the keeper. They want this. Vicario panics, goes first time. It's a good ball, actually.
Nowhere to go. Well done.
It's a good ball, though. Please got to win that. Come on, Bentancur. Nice and tidy.
The classy touches from Bentancur.
It's just filthy. Oh, well done, Sar. Into Porro. Porro tries to hit the line to Kudus. Can he keep it in? It's Tottenham throwing. Oh, Paulinho break. The option's there.
Need to think about, what Kudus can bring, though, with that hold-up play.
Yeah. They're going to go
along going for the long throws, or Danzo's their long throw man today.
I still can't get his dance moves out of my head. I've been trying to practice them, Jack. My missus would be delighted if I nailed them. Richie, good hold-up play. That's much better. There we go. He lays it off. Back to the Porinator. Tries to create a little bit of room. Tottenham with a throw in deep in the PSG half here. Trying to catch them cold. They've had no friendlies. We're well up to speed now. Let's see if we can bang one in here. See if we can create an opportunity. Danzo's going with the long throw. Remember, Thomas Frank did have long throw auditions when he came in. Looks like Danzo is the winner. He's definitely
the dancing winner. He's the long throw winner. Here
Come on, give me the long one. Let's go, Danzo.
It's absolute Route 1 stuff. You love it.
Let's go.
I'm brings a tear to my eye.
It's
a good one.
Oh, it's a good thing. Oh, fuck me. That's a good throw. Well done, Danzo. We nearly scored. It's unbelievable.
It nearly got knocked down. Bring that all the way back, Vic. Well done, son.
Oh, Danzo.
Did you see the flick on? I think it was Romero got a flick on it. Nearly fell to. I think it was someone in the box there. I couldn't tell who it was, but it nearly fell to them.
Rhythm is a Danzo. He's got a long throw.
Luis Enrique can't believe his eyes. He's like, what is this Route 1 nonsense?
Ah, it's beautiful. Look, if you can't cross the ball, you may as well throw it in, right?
Oh, lovely from Porro. Kudos and
One
Porro
of you lads, Jesus
each
Christ.
other's way.
Can we have some communication here?
They got in each other's way there.
Right, Richie, get out there. Show some aggression, kid.
Just throw the thing in the effing net, says Rubsy.
Look, if you can't, if you look, we're not great at crossing the ball, are we? You know. Oh, unlucky Sar.
Poro. Or sorry,
Oh,
Sar
straight in
there.
behind for
Jet
Spence. Does he have the
make the
speed?
recovery. Show him
Ah,
the weight room,
Jedi.
son.
Show him the
weight
fucking weight room. Come on, Spence.
Showing
Brilliant
them the
from
speed
Jed.
room as well. Jet Spence testing himself
He's
against
got the
Hakimi.
speed. He's got the strength. What can Spence not do?
We all know Hakimi's got the pace, but Jet Spence could be pacier. We'll find out.
Well, I think when he was on loan at Rennes, didn't he have his best game against PSG for them, Spence, didn't he?
That could be right, yeah.
I'll
I think
pick
you're
that
right,
up. Well
actually.
done,
Your
Sar.
memory serves you correct.
Oh,
Poro
good ball
pings
down
it
the
in
line. Come on,
behind. There's a
Kuda.
foul there,
Come on,
referee,
Kuda.
though. Maybe a nice early card would be
You'll
nice.
have a yellow with that starty, ref. That's
Yeah, it
starty
was
from Nuno
naughty.
Mendes. Don't let him away with it. I know you've got an embarrassing hairline, but don't let him away with it.
Good little knocking behind. It's very late. Very late.
Ref,
Can't touch the Poro like that.
That's dirty. Come on, ref. That's classified as a hit and run if you're a normal civilian. Fucking hell. Just deliver it in. There's no point. Let's go route one.
Cario free kick. Love it.
Big Sam Allardyce ball.
It is. 100% is. You'd love to see it.
Frank or Deitch ball.
Oh, no, it is. He's just got better hair.
Oh, it's a deep one. Danzo's at the
Win
back
this.
post. Wings it. Go on,
There you are.
Danzo.
There you are.
Show
Bring
him
it
who the
down.
boss is.
Bring it down.
There we go, Danzo.
Oh, lovely
it's
into
filthy.
Romero.
And again,
on it.
Danzo.
Step
What's a
over.
ball roll? It's unbelievable.
Win it again.
There we go.
Oh, my Lord.
Who
We have
let
him
the
pinned
dogs
back.
out, huh?
We have him pinned back with the Frank ball.
Honestly, we got to show we're in a dog tonight. Who let the dogs out? Who?
Big Dan's.
Enrique's already on the water. Danzo's already getting to.
It's like, I think there was a game once between Wolves and Brentford where the ball didn't touch the ground for like a good 5 minutes. It's almost like kind of similar here where the ball just stayed in the air for like the first 5 minutes. It's gorgeous to watch.
Got to try and score off the back of this early pressure, though. There we go. Come on, Spence. That's ours. Do the right thing. Thank you, ref. Now take your time, Spence. Great hairstyle, by the way. I like that.
Van de Ven back to the goalkeeper.
PSG are going to block out the passes. That doesn't matter because we're going
Vicario
straight
goes
off
long
the big
again
Rich.
with the left foot. Get onto it, Rich. Chest it down.
That's
Lovely.
beautiful from
Spence.
Richie.
Sar.
That's much better.
Sir. Oh, good
Oh, well
recovery
done,
from
Bentancur. Give it back to him. Give it back to him.
Well
there
done,
we go.
Vic. Bentancur into Van de Ven. Pings
ball
it into
into
Richie.
Richie.
Good
Good
touch,
enough,
Rich.
Kuda.
Good
Come on,
touch.
Kuda, put it in
Kudos.
behind.
Yeah, it's Jet Spence in behind. Couldn't find him.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
kudos. What are we doing, son?
Cootie.
The one player you would think wouldn't do that. You would think
He
that
still
was
thinks we're
Richarlison.
playing four at the back, Jack. He's expecting Poro to be there. He forgot we're playing wing backs. Richarlison's hold-up play has been good.
Yeah,
the
that was
opening 6
solid there.
minutes.
2 good moments of hold-up play from Richarlison. And we actually had Jet Spence making a good overlapping run.
We might have to speak about Richarlison more negative times in the future. It seems like we're his kryptonite. We
He got
motivate
it.
him.
He's listening. But yeah, kudos. If he just turned the other way too. You had Jet Spence. Good ball into
Oh, well done.
I think it's
come on.
into Zaire Emery. Well done.
Romero. You animal. Club captain, my captain, my leader, my Romy.
PSG overloading that right side.
Going for the big switch.
Get onto
play.
it.
Oh,
Ooh.
come on. Kudos.
Banking
He's
on a
not
loose
started
touch
sharp.
there. Banking on a
Kudos
loose
hasn't
touch.
started sharp, you know. Looks a bit tired. It's all the travelling, the European travelling. He's not used to it.
Yeah, West Ham especially. You're staying UK most of the time. Out
Poro
wide to
gone?
Barcola. One-on-one with
Go
Danzo.
on, Danzo.
He's being doubled up with Romero.
Nice. There's two of you.
Cuts
That's
inside.
pathetic.
Yeah, that was poor there. Into Kavicha. Good block from Bentancur. That was
That's
dangerous.
absolutely pathetic from Danzo and Poro. There's two of them there, and the two he just evades both of them. But that's brilliant from Bentancur. Absolutely spot on. Comes across, reads it so well. That's brilliant from Bentancur. Straight in there.
Yeah, just rushes him there. Just rushes him.
Forces the mistake. Danzo, a.k.a. Rudiger. Not a bad shout, Daniel Larson. People, King Huddle saying warning signs there. Spot on.
There will be warning signs throughout the game.
The idea, though, if you're doubling up on them, you've got to go and be aggressive and get on that ball. You know, if you're going to double up on them, that's the whole idea of it. Not back off them and give them all that space.
Vicario sends it long.
Well done,
Sar wins it.
Unlucky Richie.
Richarlison jumps. Sar
Well done,
nearly
Sar.
wins it again.
Oh,
Well
go
done,
on.
Palhinha.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, unlucky.
just doesn't fall Kudus' way.
Look, at least we're getting pressure on the ball. I'll take it.
Barcola trying
Oh,
to
Danzo.
win against Danzo. Beats him for pace there.
Ah,
Skins past
Porro
Porro
Danzo.
and Danzo
Come
again.
on. Well done, Romero.
Is that Van de Ven? No, it's Palhinha. Takes one to the face.
That's twice Danzo and Porro have been done doubling up on Barcola.
Yeah, Danzo struggled with Barcola so far. Oh,
that's
Palhinha
brilliant.
gets stuck in there. He just takes one to the head.
It's exactly what we've been needing. A midfielder that just reads that. Says, okay, pussy, all I'm going to deal with it. Get out my way.
He's had 2 strong tackles so far, Palhinha.
Brilliant.
Him and Sar have made some strong challenges so far.
Oh, come on, get the pressure on here now.
Like it. We're not making all these passes for them easy.
No, we're not.
Or there isn't, like, we're not really jogging around, you know, kind of thing.
Good
Sometimes
pressure.
you see that with some of the Spanish teams who play defensive, you know, sometimes you kind of just see them sort of jog from spot to spot, you know, blocking up gaps. But right now we're actually putting pressure on the ball.
But it's helping us be competitive for the opening 10 minutes anyway, which is good.
Yeah.
We're not really allowing them to set into a pattern or a rhythm.
Richie, well done.
Well done, Richie, again.
Well
done, Richie. Brilliant. Now what can he do?
Oh,
it's just always that end touch. It's always that fucking touch. Oh, lucky Richie. That's good.
Scrappy so far, Richarlison. Very scrappy.
It's more like it.
Over 300 in the house. Please, everybody, smash the like for us. Would appreciate it. Send your comments in.
And give us a come on, you Spurs, in the comments.
Yeah, please. It's a...
Ref?
The must.
Oh,
Romero,
well done, Romero. Nice and
composure.
controlled. Ah, look at that. That's my captain. Vic. Oh, fucking hell, Vic. Oh, Lord, Vic.
Not a lot of options, but he had to keep that in.
Keep it in, and also don't hit it 80 yards up in the air. We're not playing basketball. There's no one there to fucking run and slam dunk it. What's that move called?
Yeah, slam dunk.
Wonder where someone sets it up and the other person comes in and dunks it.
Oh, an alley-oop. Yeah.
Alley-oop, that's it.
Ian Ferguson, good to see you.
Big up, Eno.
And Mary W's in as well. Good to see Mary.
Good to see Mary.
Well done,
Sar. Come on,
Pedro,
Papi.
find a pass. Tries to find Kudus.
Well done,
Kudus wins it.
Brilliant.
Come on,
He rubs it.
Up the
Go,
pitch, son.
go.
Get us up the pitch.
Richie, get in that fucking box.
Get in there,
Go on, Kudus.
Sir.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant from Kudus. That's
Great
fucking
job.
fantastic.
Oh,
Yes,
Porro.
Porro. Back
Find
to Kudus.
Kudus.
Straight in the middle. Oh, you go for the cross himself. It's a good
post
ball.
to Richarlison.
Richie!
Holds it. Gets
Keeps
it
it in,
in.
though.
Well done. Good touch.
Does very well there.
Get it to Spence.
Give it to Spence to cross. He crosses it
Charleston,
himself. Oh,
bruh.
shit.
Bruh.
Oh, he
Give it to
always does
Spence
so
there.
well and then lets everyone down. Just give it to Spence. You've done your work.
Get it to
Give it to
Spence
Spence
there,
again,
man.
boss.
Don't need to be a hero.
Oh, Richie. Everyone's saying, just lay it off, Richie. That's all he's got to
Just lay it
do.
off.
He got inspired by Kudus, I think.
That's 2 very Richarlison moments. He's done very well, and then he just sort of lets you down at the final moment.
That's absolutely brilliant play from Kudus, though. Turning that ball over and just going straight for the throw. I love that. Right at the jugular. There we go. Come on. Get the pressure on. Let's fuck him.
Big switch.
Benticore, you got to get out there. Sorry, you got to drop in the middle. Well
Hakimi. Coutinho looking to get onto the ball. He's not had too many touches. Spurs sitting in their shape.
I don't mind them passing it back there. Just got to stay switched on if that's
Well
the
done,
case.
Rich. Back to Vitinha.
Don't let
Dribbling it forward.
Well done. Keep blocking up the middle.
Blocked the pathway by Spence. Good defending from Spence there. Back to
Well done,
Vitinha.
Benticore. Good pressure. Go on, Benticore. Go on.
Chasing
They don't
him.
want it. Go on, Kudus. They do not want it.
Palhinha leaves a gap there.
Starting to find space now.
Mendes was kind of playing inverted. Sort of dropping in midfield, helping out the midfielders. Maybe that's something to look out for. Or sorry,
Oh, well done.
Dembele dropping deep.
Oh, unlucky Paulinia.
Dembele switches
ball out
play
wide.
out wide to Kavicha. They're free-flowing PSG. Players just switching all around the place.
Well done, Spence. Sticking to task here. Well done.
That's out of play. Pedro clears
done,
it.
Porro.
Good
Come on,
clearance from
Kudus.
Pedro.
Go on,
Kudus!
Kudus.
Oh, nearly
Oh,
mixed.
unlucky.
Mendes. Ooh.
PSG just starting to find their rhythm now. Starting to find a lot more space here.
Anthony Temporal, thank you so much for the support. Good to be back, boys. Come on, you Spurs.
Big up, Anthony. Good to see you. Really appreciate the support, my man. It's great to be back, lad. Absolutely great to be back. Big up, Anthony. Is that DJ AK, maybe? Maybe not. Big up, Mr. Temple. PSG with a bit of room here.
Bentancur kicks his pocket.
Go on, Bentancur.
Carries us forward. Find
Go
Richie.
on the bike, Richie. Good ball.
Get it,
Hold that
good
now,
touch.
Richie. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. You got kudos. Spray it to kudos. Oh, what are you doing?
He's doing
Please,
too much again.
He's
Doing
offside
too much
now.
again.
Fucking hell, Richarlison.
Richarlison, man, you're just doing
Can
too
you
much
just
again.
please,
Once again, Richarlison.
please,
He
you
does
are
all the
fucking
right
us.
things, and then he just fucks it up at the end. He does all the right things, and then he fucks it up at the end.
Literally, when Bentancur's gone on the overlap, if you're not playing it, cut inside, deliver it out to Kudos, and get power on the overlap.
Do exactly what
It's really
Kudos
not
done.
difficult. It's just football intelligence. It's so
doing too
brain dead,
much.
and it's so hard to watch.
He's been doing the right things initially, Richarlison, and then he just cocks it up at the end.
This is the problem, though. What's the point of doing all them if you can't fucking know end product? He's there for the end product. That's what he's there for.
He's had good moments, Richie, but then he's just...
Danzo
Danzo wins it this time.
It's like me in pro clubs. The timing of my defensive challenges, that's class.
Good touch from Bentancur. Jet Spence fires it. Nowhere to go, really. Good to see you, Ed Sweeting.
Big up, Ed. Good to see you, my man.
Switch of play from PSG. It's over the head of Barcola. Can't bring it down.
Let's go. Come on, Tottenham. This isn't a bad opening 15 minutes, you know. There's definitely an opportunity there on the breakaway. If Frank can just say to Richarlison, hold it up, lay it off, don't think you're Ronaldinho or Ronaldo or Rivaldo, you're far from it. You're Richarlison, you hold up the ball, you lay it off. We will actually get opportunities. But if he keeps trying to deliver that pass or keeps fucking it up, it's going to be so frustrating.
Yeah,
we've already had
some
two or three good breakaways that he's already fucked up.
Long throw from Danzo.
Kudos
wins it.
Richie's offside. Fucking Jesus Christ, Richarlison. All you had to do was stay on side. If you're not challenging for the ball, just stay on side, please.
How is he offside there?
Please. I feel like I'm being punished for a crime that I've done in a previous life.
I don't think he was offside, to be fair. I don't think he was. By the angle.
Oh.
That was another breakaway there. Also, Thomas Frank, Luis Enrique, battle the finger pointing.
Put pressure on that goalkeeper. I'm not convinced by him yet.
Kudos.
That'll do. Just keep them pending.
Rattle them, though, you know?
Down there. As long as the ball's down that end, I don't care. Go again. Get the same press on again. Force them to go along. It's not their game.
Clipping it into Khadija.
Well
we win it there.
Brilliant.
I think this is Jed.
Jedi.
Needs someone to play it to. Plays
There's
backwards, being safe. Yeah.
There's no one in the box.
Back to Jed. Oh, good try. Good try.
Idea.
Tried to find Pop Montasar, making a run for him. Palhinha putting pressure on Doué.
Good pressure. Go on. Keep the ball.
Win this, Sar. Well done,
Sar. Ref. Come on, get Paro on this or Kudos. Let's get a goal here. There's a goal here. I can feel it. I can bloody feel it. Come on, Tottenham.
So far, Sar and Palhinha have been winning the ball in really good areas for us.
Brilliant.
Almost trying to outcompete each other. You know, I can win the ball more than the other.
Oh, let's get a good, solid delivery going in here.
Yeah, put it on top of that goalkeeper. Again, Dave is right. It's not very big.
He's not the biggest. He'd be nervy.
Kudos seems to want it. Pedro.
He's got
a battle.
To fill.
What do you think? You go for an in-swinger or you go...
Oh, I put it in towards the back post, whipping in.
Yeah, I think you want to get that top spin on it.
You got some big boys there running in after that. You got Danzo, Van de Ven, Romero, Bentancur.
I think you got Pedro take it.
Yeah. Whip it in.
He does. Ooh, someone gets their head on it. Might have been Palhinha.
It's just not enough on it. He's stretching back to get that header.
Yeah. You want forward momentum.
Yeah, it's always going to be difficult to try and hit the target there. You want a bit more height and a bit more whip on that. We're getting into good areas, dangerous areas, but again, we lack the penetration.
Got to get that on a kit, Rain Man. Kevin long throw Danzo.
I love that. So when we go, oh my God, what are they doing in the stand? Are they doing a dance for TikTok? Fuck me, that's embarrassing. Doing the hokey cokey.
Paulinho wins it.
Go on, Cootie. That'll do.
Good foul, actually, by Kudos. Good foul.
Ref, you can't blow for what happened 20 minutes ago. You already gave him the advantage, you dick. It's not my fault Kudos can cover, 20 yards in 0.1 second. God.
Dembele is dropping deep. He's getting frustrated.
Yeah, he's getting very frustrated. He's going to try and pull the strings.
Finds a pass through Pop Montasar there.
Well
Big
done, Richie.
switch. Pedro wins it. Good clearance.
Kudos, he doesn't want it. Well done, Kudos. Bloody brilliant. I love this guy. Oh, he's so good. He's just so good. Give him the ball again. Romero. Oh, look at the run.
Takes a pass into Richarlison. Lovely. Richie holds it up. Just get rid.
Gone.
Lovely.
Now
Spence,
play Spence.
find your man.
Spence.
Find Jed. Got to
Spence.
make a run. Make a run.
Go, Spence. He doesn't want you to come back. You got Van de Ven running. Go. Play it.
Here you go.
Good ball by Van de Ven.
Come on, Jed.
Spence. Can he get there? He does. Can he get across? He can't. Good pullback. Van de Ven picks it back up.
In the Sar. Can we whip it in now?
Come on, Sarah. Replica of the opening goal. Oh, it's a bad cross.
We needed a Europa League final cross there.
Oh, Spence.
Pop
Yeah,
Montasar.
exactly. Sarah saying, come on, guys. Replica. This is good from Tottenham, though. This is good.
It's hard-working stuff from Spurs.
We're going at them. We're not sitting off them. We're getting good pressure. Just, can we get that final cross? That final ball just seems to be lacking right now.
Oh, get there, Bence.
Well done,
Lovely.
This is brilliant.
Going to go back to the center backs here. Get rid of it, Bence. He's got nowhere to go, I guess, because Van de Ven is...
He's never
Van de Ven is not back there.
He's so good in possession. It's unbelievable.
Vicario pumps it long. That was a good win of possession there, but no one was available for Bentancur.
I wonder was Thomas Frank listening to us though, Jack? Because I did say we should go at them earlier on and try and disrupt them because they will misplace passes.
I think we
We've
have
done
been.
that. We've got a bit of joy. I think he's been listening
We're
to me.
bullying them at the minute. Look how many times we won the ball in midfield.
Frank, get me in on the coaching team, my man.
They're taking, PSG sometimes seem to take some of these passes they would make for granted, and Spurs have shown, no, we can win that. And even on the center backs, Richarlison and Kudus have fair play to them, put pressure on them when the opportunity has arisen. And Dembele, again, Dembele is dropping deep a lot. He seems to be frustrated with the lack of falling behind from Dembele. Good ball
That's a
into
great
Barcola.
ball. That holds up as well on
That's
the turf.
why, though. That Dembele knows he can try to dictate play. Bentancur is chasing Doué. Good touch from Kudos. Unlucky.
And again, Kudos. He doesn't want it. Well done.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that.
That's brilliant. Just go through him just because. Don't you dare, ref. You let Nuno Mendes away with one. Don't be a dick.
Love that from Kudos. Channeling his inner Romero there.
Oh, look at that. Just hitting him.
Just doing his best Romero impersonation there from Kudos.
We really have become mean FC. I love it. WWE FC, UFC, whatever you want to call us. We're all over it. Paulinho, Sar, Romero, Kudus, Richie. They all just want to growl and hit people.
Ribsy saying, so far we're doing fine. It's just still showing how blunt we are, but here's a chance. Kudos.
Oh, yeah, we're toothless going forward. 1 second, though. Kudus, can he
run.
find Richie? Richie, can you compose yourself? Oh! He nearly catches the keeper out, He nearly catches him out. Not a bad effort.
Good timing.
Not a bad
Kudos
effort.
too. Kudos is timing up the pass.
It's unbelievable from Kudos.
Good pick away from Richarlison, working
this
hard.
Is what Richie needs to do. Just lay it off and go on the run again. It's brilliant. Leave it to Kudos. Couple of nice touches. A good ball. Richie. Oh.
Took like maybe a deflection there. Almost bounced over the keeper. Yes, it did. Took a deflection.
Went for it first time. Not a bad idea from Richarlison. It's a corner kick. We've been good from set pieces pre-season.
Yeah, come on. Let's get the big boys.
Let's see if we can get a good delivery here. Come on, Kudos.
Got a lot of big men in there. Come on, Kudos.
It's a left-footed. It's going to be an in-swinger. It's back post.
He's not
made the goal!
Did he mistime it? I think.
He just gets underneath it, I think, Jack, and he just puts it back across the face of goal. He couldn't get the
high.
direction on. He gets up nice and high, though. He's up.
Yeah, I think he almost.
Yeah, he gets
up too early.
He gets up too early. He makes connection as he's coming down.
That's some big
Oh,
boys in that box when you think about it. Palhinha,
yeah.
Bentancur, Sarr, Richarlison, Romero,
Honestly,
Danzo, the list goes on.
wouldn't surprise me if Levy starts selling Magic Mike nights with these players doing dances, to be honest. Got some big beefy boys in there.
Win this. Oh, very composed from Sarr there. Very composed.
I'm sure there's a few in the chat that wouldn't mind paying to see that. I wouldn't either, to be honest with you.
Good ball from
fuck.
Pedro. Pedro couldn't control it. Romero was always looking to play a forward pass.
Just hope that the lack of clinical edge going forward doesn't cost us, you know.
Yeah, that's what Ribsy was saying until we had that attack, right? Is that we look all right. It's just that we're a bit blunt when we do get a chance to go forward. And he's right. We aren't devastating, right? When we do get our breakaways, we aren't devastating.
And the thing is, we've had so many good breakaways early in the game. And if you almost feel like if PSG find the rhythm and end up beating us, it's sort of like you can only really come back to us being shit on the breakaways. You know what I mean? That's all you can really come back to. But, I mean, we're also demeaning the competition here by having a water break. Fuck me, what are we doing here? It's supposed to be a European final, this. We're having water breaks.
Matty Wells was chatting to Pop Matasar. I'm not sure about what.
Maybe to get higher and try and intercept them passes in the midfield, I think, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Thomas Frank has not brought out the tactics board, just by the way.
If we lose, that's why. It's been a good opening 20 minutes, though, I hear from Tottenham Hotspur. We've been a lot more competitive than what I think most people thought we would be, to be fair.
The fitness has really shown in the first 25 minutes,
But that's why I said we needed to go after them early, because this is their first game back. This is like what we were like playing Reading.
Frank pep talk, says Ed Sweeting.
If we can just
like
get
Matty
Sarr,
Wells was doing it.
If we can just get Sarr a little bit higher up the pitch and intercept them balls that they play across the midfield in front of the back line, we get opportunities. Sarr's already playing higher up, look. Go on, Sarr, go on.
Ball with the goalkeeper, Chevalier.
Go, Richie. There we go. Block the passes. Don't allow that, Kudos. Don't allow that.
Ooh, fires it into their center back there. Kudos.
Oh, well done.
Wins it. Can we win this one? Well done,
well
Danzo.
Done. That's brilliant from Danzo. Good
Danzo
ball.
Makes the
Danzo.
They tried to take it past their center back.
Just win your corner. Don't do anything silly.
Good play from Danzo. Hard work.
Come on, long throw, Danzo. Let's go.
Big Danz.
Do you know what? He can play a little Danzo, He loves a little ball roll.
Oh, I thought he was asking for a towel there for the ball. It'd be great to get the towel, boy.
Don't worry. Don't worry. This one's going in long. Just send the boys in. Send the army after it. Come on. Cameraman, will you get out the way and give him room to launch this, please? He's right up his ass.
Enzo sends it
Good
long.
Ball.
Romero. Oh. Big boys rising for that. Good ball from Bentancur. So classy. Danzo whips it in.
Delivers. It's not the best. It's a flat delivery. Back to Vicario. We don't want that.
We're just taking no risks at times in possession. No risks at all. Vicario sends it long. Pedro should be onside. Pedro is onside. He's being manhandled here, ref.
It's a fucking headlock, Lino. He's just getting the headlock.
Jumped over his back there, ref. Oh, poor ball.
Holy shaky. That's gone. That's gone out. We'll have our corner.
Let that out, Danzo. Win that. Lovely, son. Oh,
it's a corner kick, ref. Went out. People, a lot of love for Danzo on the chat. Big up Neil George says we look solid. That we do. Good afternoon, stateside footy. Good, big up, Steve. Good to see you, my man. Not looking too shabby here. Danzo looks chilled. He does look like a cool customer, to be fair. Collected. Calm and collected, not fazed by the big occasion. It's like he's built for it. He reminds me a bit of 50 Cent, Kevin Danzo. Just the way he looks and carries himself and everything else.
He's got a real no-nonsense look to him.
Get after it. Oh, it's a good ball out. It's a good ball out. We're caught here. We are caught here. We're in big trouble.
We all push forward there. We all push forward to win the ball back.
Picola. He can't.
Good block from Star.
That is unbelievable midfield play.
Ground he must have covered there.
From Papa Star boy.
We know that Danzo can't get Barcola for pace. Barcola is one of the pace.
He's almost gone too high though there, Jack. Yeah. He's pushed up beyond the halfway line. He's got to give himself a couple of yards.
Great play from Pop Matasar.
That's unbelievable work from Papa Matasar to get across there and cover that.
Great
we were
work.
wide open there.
Great work.
Danzo has to drop and give himself a few yards. If he gets touched tight to Bacala, he's going to skin him every time.
He's beating him for pace every time. He beats most people for pace. I mean, that's the thing. He's got very long legs.
Just deal with this. We can't be undone by a set piece. All our good work cannot be undone by a basic. He's overhit that.
Cleared away. Can you get there, Van de Ven? Or Palinia? Well done. Good touch.
Punch bench.
Jed.
No.
That's a poor option, Jed. Poor. Just clear it yourself.
Oh,
Goes into Richie, though. Good clearance. Richie gets away with it. Find the run from Sar. Find the run from Sar. Finds Poro instead.
Not a bad option to Poro.
Poro thinking about the switch. Sar wants the switch. He wanted the switch. Sar wanted the switch. He made a good run.
He had 2 options there, Poro. He had Richie who made another option. And
poor from Pedro. He had to make an option there. He had to pick one of them.
Oh, he just looks like he's out of ideas there. 2 pieces of play there, and he didn't know what to do with the ball.
Especially Pedro, someone who does. Oh, Sar again.
Unlucky Sar.
Bad touch.
Yeah, I was right. I think they have told Sar to get higher up the pitch and try and intercept some of them. He's playing a lot higher out in the midfield now.
The ground he can cover, it's just insane. The guy is like, it's like a center fielder in baseball. He's like a safety in NFL.
Tyler says, imagine we listen to people who said playing
a high line, though. Playing a high line, if you can tell, actually. Every center back's at the halfway line.
Yeah, Ed Sweeten's just mentioned that about the high line. I wonder how people feel about that. Go on, get the pressure on now. Suck them into it. Go on. Come on.
Pedro didn't want to risk it.
You got to go, Pedro.
He's looking for a pass, Pacho.
Poro's looking like the occasion's getting to him a little. I don't like that.
Due. Richarlison takes him down. Not needed. Not needed, Richie. Letting him out there. You got nowhere to go, too. You had nowhere to go.
We just don't need to do dumb shit like that. When you see that creeping in from Poro and Richie, it's where it becomes concerning. We need to eradicate that very quickly now and get back to doing what we've been doing well. Come on, Spurs. It's been a good 30 minutes. Don't let yourselves down by getting petulant now.
All over the top to Hakimi. Down Jed Spence's side here. Palinia.
Climb, Sar. One of you go in behind.
Sar just didn't know who to play it to. And they weren't
he doesn't need both of them coming and showing. He needs one to run in behind, give him an option.
Yeah. Bentancur putting pressure on to Kavicha. Well done, Palinia.
Oh, well done,
sir. Nothing there, ref. Nothing
there, Richie. Ref. Go, Richie.
Come on, Richie, make a run, son.
Go, Richie. Make a run. You make a run, Richie.
He's too tired, maybe. Pedro pings it. Oh, lovely ball to Kudos. Good touch.
Kudos, no.
Wrong option. Jed!
Well done, Spence. Well done, Spence.
Work from Jed Spence.
It's unbelievable.
Kavicha going to get there? No, he doesn't. Well done. Van de Ven. What work from Jed Spence.
Unbelievable. What a switch you play by Poro, by the way. That was unbelievable. Straight into Kudos' feet. That's more like it, Poro. Let's find the range now. Let's get it in the box.
Whips it in.
Oh.
Kudos!
Oh. Richie!
Oh.
Keep going, Richie. Keep going, Richie.
Nearly fell to Kudos there.
Oh.
They got the block in. Probably needed to get more power on that, Kudos.
It's coming, though. If we could just keep this up, it's coming.
Ribsy saying, no matter how bad your pass is, Jed will get there.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. It's unbelievable by Jed Spence, that.
He worked so hard there. Someone needs to help him out for that hard work. Palinia's there to double up on Kavicha. Hakimi.
Don't start switching off, guys. Come on, keep the intensity.
Players at the top of the box here. Due dropping into midfield. Out wide to Kavicha. Whips it in. Vicario, safe hands from Vicario.
Now hold that. There's no need to rush. Get the players up the pitch. Hold this now.
I guess not. Kudos. Pedro, he's got to run from Bentancur. Kudos, he's got Bentancur.
Man on.
Oh, the good spin. Into Van de Ven. Not a good touch from Van de Ven. Jedi. Palinia showing. Palinia, you got to really show for it, man. Oh, Jedi wins it back.
He pulled the winks there, Palinia.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't really wanting it. Vicario, good clip.
That's a great ball.
Pedro trying to take him on one-on-one. Lovely from Pedro. Danzo
Thing
needs
is,
to
I think
recover
he's
it.
looking for Kudos to make the run, but once Kudos comes short for the
Lovely.
boy, you have to give it to him because he's not there in behind.
Pedro tried to find Richie, but
He's having a poor game in possession, Pedro.
yeah. What
He's making a lot of poor
especially with what he's
decisions.
capable of. We know what he's
Yeah.
capable of.
Big up, Spurs, man. Good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well. He's just making a lot of wrong decisions in possession, Pedro Porro, especially because we know what he can do. Don't start slacking off now, because once we do, the gaps will appear, guys. It's what PSG want.
Mm-hmm.
They're just starting to find their rhythm now, PSG.
Yeah, Dembele dropping deep. Good win from Palinha.
You got to go, Richie. You just got to hold it. You just got to go and win a throw in here, lad.
Oh, ref.
What?
Please,
How's he
ref.
not giving that?
Please fuck off, ref.
Well done, Spence. Well done, Spence.
Oh, not the best pass back to Vicario. But he did
It's
well,
good
Jed.
recovery. How's that not a free kick? Maybe Richarlison dived too easy. Went looking
I think he knows Richarlison's game. Maybe he knows Richarlison is going to dive. It did look like a shove, though. It did look like a shove. Out wide to Jed Spence. He's got more space here, Kavicha. Jed does well to close the angle.
Oh, no.
Oh, bad deflection there. We got lucky.
Yeah,
Dembele
very lucky.
Fell to Dembele, and he sort of snatched at it.
How do we have so many players standing? How is he so free there, though? Papa Massar's got to be more alert.
Van de Ven sort of pokes it right towards Dembele.
Papa Massar's just lurking there. He's no intention of picking him up.
It's actually a really good block by Marquinhos. Oh, that looked like a good shot, actually, Marquinhos.
You know?
That was actually a good strike from Kudos. I was being harsh on him.
Oh, good hold up.
Kudos. Holds it up, sort of. Van de Ven plays it out wide to Jedi. Sar is showing for it. Bentancur makes a very unselfish run for it. Get there, Bents. Get there, Bents. Oh.
Just struggling a little with the speed.
Well, I think he was keeping up with, I think it was Zaire Emery there. Yeah, he's got the pace.
That's it, Spurs. Get the pressure on them in this half. Go on. Force them into mistake. The mistake is coming.
Pedro, pressure on here. Danzo shoving the back. Love it. That's not ours?
Ah, fuck off, ref.
That looked like ours.
Big up the throw into the midfield.
Bush Ranger, yeah, good to see you, sir.
Come on, you Spurs. 10 minutes to half-time. It's not been a bad first half. If we could just nick a goal, it'd be ideal.
Out wide to Kavicha here. Running at Jedi. Clips it in.
Good ball. Oh, Danzo, that's a poor clearance, man.
Yeah, we cleared it into the center twice now. We shouldn't be doing that. Block from, I think, Palinha there off Hakimi out for a throw-in. Yeah, we've had two clearances in the last few minutes that have gone straight back towards the middle of the box, and that's not where you want to put it. Out wide down Jed Spence's side. It's gone down Jed Spence's side more often in the last 10 minutes. He's done well, though, Jedi.
He's dealt with it brilliantly, Jed Spence. He
But
hasn't
yeah,
really
just
given
something
much
to note.
away.
They seem to be doubling up over there. PSG. Overloading that side. Bentancur one-on-one with Mendes. Does well Bentancur. Pedro, he's looking for a run. Pedro, can Kudos get there? Strength of Kudos. Look at the strength of Muhammad Kudos. Look at the strength of Kudos. Sir, can we get a foul? The strength of this man, like I'm saying, 100 gorillas versus 1 Kudos. He would still hold up the ball. The strength that he shows here is absurd. He shows Mendes the weight room and just the fight to hold on to it. Absolute animal, Kudos. Thomas Frank as well, encouraging the boys. Like I said, it's the battle of the finger pointing between the two managers.
I have to say, a big call by Thomas Frank, but them tactics have worked for the opening 38 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
To a T. And it hasn't been...
Well, it's just been bully tactics.
But it hasn't been a defensive version of it either. It's been... We've got pressure on the ball, you know. We've tried to play.
We got hard workers that can bully you. Like, how many passes have PSG made that have been really easy? You know?
Yeah. Win that. Well done.
Come on.
And again.
Come on!
Oh! Yeah! It's up the bar! Yes! Mickey Van de Ven! na 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 na. Mickey Van der Ven, Mickey Van der Ven, na 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 na. Mickey Van der Ven, Mickey Van der Ven, na 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 na. Mickey Van der
beautiful
Ven,
Route 1 stuff.
Mickey Van der Ven. Not only does he help win Europa League final with the clearance off the line, he's going to deliver the Super Cup as well. He's on. Don't even fucking think about calling offside there, you twat. And he's on as well. And Van der Ven's on here. Oh, they're all on side. It's going to stand. Come on. It's bucket hat season. Time to get it out. Come on, you Spurs. Oh, since I've lost weight, this fits my head a lot better, actually. Come on.
Spurs are winning in Udine. Tottenham's gonna do it again.
They can't stop up. The boys from Tottenham. The boys from Frank. Na 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 na. Waka waka. 17 till I don't give a fuck. We're winning another European Cup. Na 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 na. Waka waka.
Palinha did great there. King Hoddle's right. Palinha with the initial header. I think it was Romero or someone else that challenged for the backup for the following header, and then it fell to Van de Ven.
I'm becoming a Francophile by the day. Come on.
Well, it's just been hard-working shithouse stuff, Dave. Like you said, it's Frank ball. It's a version of Jose Ball and Sean Dyche with just a better haircut. Because that was Route 1 right there. I think that came from a Vicario, from the halfway line, free kick.
But that's the old school, Jack. Send the big men up after it and you can get joy. You don't need to pass it short and shit. Sometimes just setting up from a set piece, get the big boys up, let them fucking smash them, It's
like they need to get Frank, with that Dyche photo where it says utter woke nonsense. They just need to get Thomas Frank there. Playing out from the back from a free kick, utter woke nonsense. Vicario too tonight. I would say his clearances and most of his passing has been actually pretty good for someone who's a bit dodgy. It's been all right actually with some of his passing out from the back. He's learning to get it launched, Vicario.
Do you know what? Mickey Van der Ven, I've just decided, is a big game player, Jack. Massive moment in the Europa League final. Massive moment here in this final. I know people are speaking about him maybe in terms of his positioning and stuff, but one thing I've learned, he's a big game player. I have to say, losing weight is fantastic. This hat barely got on my head the last day. Now it fits perfect. It's not.
Now it's loose.
I feel like I'm at an Oasis concert or going on a safari.
Who hit it off the bar there? Can someone tell me in the chat? Was it Romero? Was it Palinha?
Looked like Romero to me. Looked like Romero. That would have been some introduction as captain.
That would have been.
Off the bar.
But also, Poro
come on, you
getting skinned by Barcola.
Pathetic.
Come on, lads.
Don't make me take off my bucket
Palinha
hat.
there to recover. Danzo there to recover.
It's pathetic. Whatever you do, show him back on the inside. Do not let him skin you on the outside. It's what he wants to do. Don't let him do it.
But also, so lucky that I'm so glad that we got that bounce off the bar,
Jack.
It must have been Palinha. I love that we got that bounce though off the bar, that it fell right to Van de Ven, because how unlucky have we been in the past with stuff like that? To Dembele, plays it to the top of the box to Doué.
Brilliant.
Good block.
It doesn't matter. We'll sort this up. Come on, Tottenham. Just stay switched on here. Let's get this into 1-0 at halftime.
Doué is dangerous at the top of the area. We've seen those goals that he scored. He scored some absolute worldies last year in the Champions League.
That's it, Danzo.
Push him out of the way.
Pull down his shorts.
Jet Spence, make sure to get in front of Kavicha there.
Oh, come on, guys.
Dembele, Lolisi, Richie.
Let go.
Way.
Do you know what? Although this club gives me heartache over the summer, I really do love it so much.
Giving us that belief here.
You've become Shithouse FC. I fucking love it. Forgot how good it felt to be Shithouse FC when everyone else goes, you didn't deserve that, and you end up winning. I forgot how good that felt under Jose and Conte, actually. That's it. Look at that. See a lily white behind Vicario's goal. How can that not be inspiring, tacking that in the second half? Look at it. It's mostly Spurs fans. I question the size of that PSG fan base.
Ed M saying Jack Charlton football.
Yeah, look, sticking in behind him, and put pressure on him. Put him under pressure. That's his famous saying, isn't it?
Oh, lovely from Kudos.
Oh, well done, Kudos.
Can he bring it down here?
Oh, brilliant.
Pedro.
He nearly done the cha-cha slide waiting for that.
Is he on?
Oh, he's on. He's way on. Hold that, Richie. Right, lay it off to Kudos. Just give it to him. Give it to him. Thank you. Let's go, Cootie. Come on, Kudos.
See you later.
Him. Back post.
It's
just over here. Can Spence keep it in? Come on, Spence. Brilliant.
On Jedi. Van de Ven into Bentancur.
Back out to Jed.
Oh, what a touch. Bentancur's first touch is
He's so good.
It's just so classy every time.
To throw it. Tottenham's.
His first touch is just, it's like Elmer's glue.
I wonder, do we have a specific long throw for the left-hand side and the right-hand side? This would be interesting to see.
Now Danzo, it's Danzo every
Kevin,
time.
He's won it. He's
won it head and clear. He won that long throw competition head and clear.
We're going for goal number 2 here, Jacko.
Big Dan's.
We're going for the second before halftime. Come on, let's kill him. Please, come on.
Throw it into the net.
Big Richie, big Romulus, big Paulinia. Come on, they're all in there. Look at the size of that player.
Throw it into the net, like Ripsy said.
It's like we're the Harlem Globetrotters right now. Come on, deliver that.
Look at the muscles. Throw it in there.
Even the height on it. Not as far this time.
Yeah, I think he maybe lost grip there. Danzo whips it in. No, he doesn't. Fakes
have it, Spence.
Jedi goes.
He's on. He's on. Go on, Rich.
Richie wins it.
Richie's on! Yeah, it's off the post. It's off the post, Romero. Or was it Kudos?
Kudos.
Oh, unlucky Kudos.
Kudos, flying header. Oh, my Lord. Nearly grabbing a second.
2 debutants in the first competitive match. One has hit the bar and one has hit the post.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, Jedi.
Oh, come on, Richie.
Oh, Richie, be wired in. Be ready for it, lad. Good block from Jet Spence. Nearly actually could. If we got onto the ball there, it would have been dangerous. They're playing out from the back here, though. Barcola, nowhere to go this time. Surely. No foul. No, ref. That is soft, ref. That is soft. That is so soft. Letting him out of trouble there, referee. Letting him out of trouble there, ref. Nuno Mendes, dangerous switch. Oh my gosh, if Jet Spence is... Oh, that's halftime. Come on, the Tottenham. 1-0 up. It's been hardworking stuff. If anything, if you wanted a bit of motivation to get into good shape, you want to get into these players' shapes because they've been absolutely working their tail off this match so far. Every single player.
PSG are ball watching.
I mean, it's been great, just sort of, again, pragmatic, defensive-minded football. But it's not like we've been sitting back on our own half the entire time. There's a good, solid shape about Spurs. There's also, as well, this willingness when they are trying to play out from the back. We are picking and choosing our moments to put pressure on the ball, put pressure on those center backs. We're seeing Romero there. He's screaming some hard truths as well as some motivation into these guys. I think 1-0 to the good, to be honest, Dave. Really, like Spurs have also had probably as many shots on target as PSG have, if not more shots on target. We've caused them problems from set pieces. We've had some breakaways that if we had more dangerous players going forward, we could have taken advantage of.
No, look, I think, first of all, on the Romero thing, he done that at halftime heading into the halftime Europa League final, just keeps people on their toes. It shows a good captain, a good leader. Like, don't be happy going in here. Stay focused. We still got 45 minutes to go. I absolutely love that. But look, in terms of, I think, Frank deserves massive credit, Jack. It's one thing setting up with a back five and changing your formation. Remember, Ange Postecoglou tried to do it against Everton. We were 3-0 down at half-time. And my biggest question coming into this game, was this something that maybe has been worked on? It's clear and it's evidential that this has been worked on in the training pitch, and that they've been well drilled in it and they're executing it to a plumb. Where my biggest surprise comes in, and to be honest with you, I'm actually really happy, Jack, because I thought we'd see us maybe show them too much respect, sit off them. Whereas me, coming into this game, I wanted to go at them. I wanted to put pressure on them. I felt like they're going to take a while to get into their rhythm. We're going to force them into errors, sloppy passes, and we've done that. We've created a hell of a lot more chances, or half chances, or got into good areas. What's really lacking, though, and it's still evidential, is, and this is why we can't get carried away, that fluidity, that end product with the ball, in play, in terms of creating attacking moves, it's just not there. Richarlison has been absolutely brilliant holding up that ball. But when he goes to cross it and lay it off, he's misplacing that a lot of the times. Yeah. He's just piss poor. It's a huge problem. Kudos is huffing and puffing. He's tried really hard. He's actually been really good. But in general, I'm glad we went after PSG. We didn't show them that respect, and we've got our rewards from it. And one thing I as well I like is the route one from set pieces. Throw-ins, corners, free kicks, it's causing them huge problems. You know, under previous managers, we try and get through certain patterns, certain routines. And this is what I like about Frank. Fuck that. We don't have the players that can do that. Just launch it into the box. Danzo, we're going to hold open, throw a long competition. Who's going to win it? Danzo, launch them in. And we are causing them problems. And that's what I said before the game. There's more than one way to skin a cat. If you can't outplay them, which I would argue to a degree we sort of are, but when you can do that and you can also add in being bully boys from set pieces, you're going to be a difficult team to beat. It'll be interesting to see how we approach this second half. Do we sit off them? If we do, they become a little bit more dangerous, or do we try and continue and play the same way? Because at the end of the day, the reason why we're sort of competing right now is we're well ahead of them in our fitness. Now, we have a choice to make. Do we go and kill them off and try and use that to our advantage? Or do we go, right, we've got 1-0 up, let's sit back and see it out? Guys in the comments, let me know what you would do, because I think it's a very precarious situation to be in.
Do you kill them off with the same set of players? Like, do you just hope that, next 20, 30 minutes, you just continue to work just as hard, and then you'll get lucky again, and, you'll get your merits for it, and you'll get another goal opportunity? Do you think that's what Frank could do here, or is he going to maybe think about a change maybe straight away to try to, sort of put them away?
For me, Jack, I would argue I'd continue doing exactly what we're doing. And I would look at energy levels. If a player's maybe slopping, dropping off, or cheating on a run, or not doing what you've worked on during the week, you're going to note that and get them off very, very quickly. If you can continue, because at the end of it, the formation is working. We're not really giving them a lot of space in midfield. Out wide, they're not really getting a lot of joy. I'd argue probably getting more joy out of Pedro Porro than what they are Jed Spence. But defensively, we've been pretty solid. We haven't really given a lot away. Last year, we were facing 25 shots on our goals. I think this time around, I think they've probably hit the target maybe once, and that's probably being generous. So defensively, we've been good. The midfield structure is brilliant. I think what's worked a treat is actually getting Papa Matasar. You highlighted that, what was his name? Chris spoke to him, the coach. And you were saying, what was he saying? I said to you, I think he's going to tell Jed Spence to get, or tell Papa Matasar, get a bit more pressure higher up the pitch out of that midfield, and he's done that, and it's worked an absolute treat. So for me, I would do the same unless PSG react, make a change, and do something different. Then Thomas Frank might have to react. But for me, if you can get these players to commit to doing that in the second half, which there should be buy-in and belief, because they're going in 1-0 up despite the whole world saying we're going to get slapped 6-7 here today. So they should have more belief in what they're doing. Now it's just about noticing if a player tires out, get him off and get someone else in just to keep the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, in this game, we've seen a lot of really hardworking stuff from every player involved. But for me, especially in that midfield, I think Sarr, how many times has the guy won the ball back for us and has also made some very unselfish runs? Joao Palhinha has had a hell of a game, today. He's also shown that he can win the ball back. He's been
very good in midfield.
And there's been some one-on-ones that he's had where players are dribbling at him and he just sticks out that long leg, and is able to just poke it away from them. Bentancur, we just know, like, he's worked really hard defensively, but just has that classiness, on the ball, to give us maybe that relief at times, so we're not panicking all the time in possession. Joao Palhinha, we're watching back the replay, was the one that nearly scored. It was actually a hell of a save from their PSG goalkeeper. Chevalier probably could have been a Joao Palhinha, not necessarily his debut, but in terms of competitive games, his debut in terms of an opening goal. And I think Spurs are well deserving of this lead. I think we've had majority of the better chances. The only chances I can really think of that fell to PSG where there was just that one clearance from Van de Ven that fell straight to Dembele, and he just sort of snatched at it. But I think the reason he might have snatched at it was because the chances were very, very few and far between for PSG. So it's not like they've been playing some free-flowing stuff and we're, peppering the goal. Like think about it compared to Bayern Munich, right? With the Bayern Munich game, we were defending the whole time, but we just kind of felt like inevitable they're going to concede at some point because they were just getting really good looks. Goretzka, right, had like an opportunity to get a hat trick. You wouldn't say that in this game, that any PSG player has really had a ton of chances. The only player causing us some problems, like Dave might have mentioned, probably Barcola. He seems to have gotten the better of Danzo or Pedro Porro every now and again, but that's still being a bit generous, I would say. Like, it's been really, really impressive, hardworking, defensive football, whether people like it or not, but it shows that there are fruits to it. And Spurs, I think, are very deserving of this lead.
PSG have had 71% possession. We've had 29% possession this half. We've created 9 chances and had 3 shots on target. They've created 4 shot chances and had 0 shots on target.
There you
So it
go.
just goes to show possession isn't everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's
And one of
sometimes,
those chances for
you just gotta loot
kudos.
one.
One of those chances for kudos, we saw the replay back. Marquinhos put in a hell of a block because that shot from kudos
Yeah.
looked like it was about to be flying in and would have required a really good save from the likes of Chevalier there. Shemtan saying, we are playing some good, strong team ball here, pressing together, defending together. Just wish Richie had better control of the ball. We definitely had the best chances and have limited them to very few chances.
It's been
Dave,
a good cohesive team. A good cohesive team performance, Jack.
2 things from that comment. I mean, I think a lot of people might be a bit surprised by, because the way that we were all previewing this game, we were going to say, oh, it's going to be pretty, defensive minded stuff. It's going to be everybody behind the ball. Have you been a bit surprised by Spurs have picked and chose, their moments to press, actually, this PSG team? We put them under pressure a few times.
Especially from goal kicks, Jack. If you look at it from goal kicks, we ain't sitting off them. We know they want to pass it out regardless.
Yeah.
And we've got the pressure on, and you've got the midfielders following up, the wing-backs following up, which is allowing us to force them into passing it into dangerous areas, giving it away, or turning it over. We're forcing the ball out for throw-ins and stuff, which means we're getting pressed up against them. So it's different to Ange Postecoglou's way. Ange Postecoglou, when they're in possession, wanted us to go and press it. Well, with Thomas Frank, he's sort of smart. He uses when the ball goes out of play to get players up and get pressure on the ball, which I think over the course of a season probably is a little bit more sustainable in terms of energy levels and stuff like that, where you're more picking and choosing your moments to go after it rather than relentlessly go after it.
Yeah.
So, look, it's been a good half, and one thing I like about it as well, even though it's been defensive, the reason why we have 9 chances and 3 shots on goal is because we're getting players into the box at every opportunity. From throw-ins, from corners, if we look across the ball, we're flooding the box. We're getting players in there.
The other thing, though, to mention is that maybe Thomas Frank is taking advantage of, like I said in the pre-match build-up, Luis Enrique, an incredible manager, but he's a bit like Hansi Flick. He's a bit like Ange. He's a bit like some of these guys who play a very attack-minded football. It seems like Frank knows these situations they're going to look to try to play out. They're going to look to try to play out from the back, play these short passes. If we can put pressure on them, they're going to have to play through some very tough-minded, very strong midfielders. Like Sarr, every single time is there to intercept. Palhinha is there to bully the players. You also have some of the center backs that have been pushing out from the back line. Maybe that's something we haven't mentioned yet, is we have seen Danzo push really high to win the ball. We've seen Romero sometimes push really high to win the ball. And so we're not just having all 3 center backs just sit back waiting to be attacked and waiting to be run at. They are also as well, bullying some of these PSG players when they get on the ball. When they've had their back turned, it seems like there's always a Spurs player there just sort of nudging on them, pushing on them, swiping at them. They've made them very uncomfortable in possession, PSG.
But you know what? Do you know what I like about this team, though, looking at it, Jack? You've got big, strong, robust players in there. You've got Romero, look after himself, handle himself, Paulinho, Danzo, Van de Ven, Bentancur, Richarlison, Kudos, Sarr. They're all big guys, robust guys who are mobile, but can physically handle themselves and also win ball in the air. That's why we're causing them troubles from set pieces, because we're delivering it high, knowing that we're going to out-jump them and win it. So I sort of like where we're going. I look at, remember that invincible Arsenal team? And I hate to bring them up, but, they were all big, strong, robust guys. When Wenger started changing and going after these little tiki-taka playmakers from Spain, he fucked Arsenal up. But when they had that big, strong, robust team, your Henry's, Vieiras, your fullbacks and stuff like that, they were a very hard team to beat because they could do every facet of the game. And looking at this team there, they're sort of going in a similar mold.
Yeah. I mean, who would you say has maybe been the player of the match, this opening, kind of half? Or would you say it's been more of a team performance? Any standout players? Maybe Jed Spence?
Look, I think, look, Romero hasn't really had a great deal to do. Van de Ven, of course, scored his goal. He's been involved. He's looked good. Spence has dealt with that left-hand side absolutely brilliantly. I think Porro and Danzo defensively have been a bit suspect with Bracola. I think they need to up their performance. If not, that is a side where a goal could potentially come if they don't get to grips with it. I think the midfield's been absolutely fantastic, Jack. It's one area that's been ripped apart last season. It's too easy to play through. We're not good enough in possession, stuff like that. Bentancur's, his first touch always gets him out of trouble. He's like Luka Modric. First touch gets him out of trouble. He's got all the time in the world. It doesn't matter where you give him that ball and who's pressing him. His first touch gets him out of trouble. And he just sort of, he allows us then to have that composure to push bodies forward and play. He's been brilliant. Papa Matsar just working around, being a nuisance. Paulini, the same thing. And to a degree, I think Kudos has actually been pretty well.
Yeah, Sean
You know,
Maddox is saying he's been the best player, always threatening and progressing. To
like
be
that's
honest, though, like Kudos could do even better, though. That's how good he is, I think. To be honest.
I think he could, but it's clear that there's no relationship there with Richarlison and that he can't work with him. You know, basically you're asking Kudos to pick up the ball, skin 4 players and put it in the back of the net. You know, sometimes you need to be able to break them open with 1-2s and stuff like that. So I think if you had another player to work off, you'd see an even better player with Mohamed Kudos. It's a bit like myself and Stevie Fraser in pro clubs. You know, you work together, you can unlock anybody. And I think that's what maybe Kudos is missing. You know, Dave is missing his Stevie. That's basically what's happening there.
Richarlison surprised you, would you say, maybe in this game?
Do you know what? I don't want to be too harsh on him because his hold-up play has actually been quite good. He's held it up. He's got us up the pitch. But it's that final ball that is pissing me off. Like a lot of the breakaways in the first 18 to 20 minutes broke down because he overhit a cross. You know, couldn't make a pass. You know what I mean? It's a problem. In general, his hold-up play is good. He gets us up the field, but when he gets us up there, he gives it straight back to them.
Stevie Fraser with laughing and heart emojis. We are Spurs TV saying, let's go Tottenham. Sean Maddox is saying, Richie is useless. I think he surprised us. Like, going into this game, he was under a lot of criticism, Sean. And I actually think he's done well to hold up the ball. It's just in the final moment, then all of a sudden, he sort of lets you down. It's kind of just Richarlison in a nutshell, where he did all the initial stuff correctly. And then in the final minute, you know, he just ends up, you know, just sort of undoing it all, you know, to a degree, you know, with the hard work.
It's like being promised a blonde Swedish bombshell, and you walk in and there's a midget in front of you. Do you know what I mean? It's a real letdown.
Well, it's been surprising us, maybe that player. Ed Sweeting saying, great point, Dave. We are a physically imposing team. We've been absolute bullies out there. Just James saying, folks, we look organized. The lads are putting in a shift and pressing in packs. That's a good way to put it. PSG aren't to be mocked, though. They're dangerous and can score at will. 168 goals 100%. In all competitions. I mean, these next 20-ish minutes, you know, will require, you know, a real shift again. We're just going to have to bully them just the same way we did in the first half. And then hopefully we get rewards for it and we're able to pick up that second goal. And then if not, I think Frank will have to make a bold decision about maybe a substitution, you know, of some kind, you know, to maybe see if he can pick up that second goal. Are Spurs capable of holding on to a 1-0 lead? The way they played in the first half, maybe. But, of course, we have another half to see here and see if we can actually say that or not. Leighton Evelyn, the biggest happy clapper in the world, saying, Dave, mate, please keep this hat on until we lose. I think it's a hat for the special occasions there, Leighton, but appreciate you, man.
Do you know what?
Bucket hat's open.
Yeah, look, I'm delighted because I did buy it and I was a bit fatter at the time, so it barely fit my head. But now it's actually fitting my head quite snug. So, you know, I'm feeling like I'm getting the use for it now. But, Leighton, if we win tonight, this will be out most of the season because we'll be double European champions. And despite how me and you feel about the club and ownership at times, got to enjoy these moments, Leighton. You got to. Big up, Leighton, my internal happy clapper. Good to see you. My boy from Wales.
The boys are coming out here. PSG waiting on them. Van de Ven, the goal scorer.
We got to talk about this guy in the post-match, Jack, in our post-match reaction. He's a big time player.
Yeah, I mean, just so happy that, you know, after that ridiculous save from Chevalier, because Palhinha made a hell of a shot there, and then Chevalier, you know, saves it miraculously, and then hits off the bar. It just would be Spurs' luck that it just doesn't follow into anyone, but I'm so glad it fell to Van de Ven. Just up to us to bully them just like we did in that first half, these next 15 to 20 minutes. And I think we will get a reward for it because I imagine PSG, again, they're not going to be as good a shape as us, right? They will tire as well. As much as we will tire at some point, they will tire too.
Well, this is where I think Frank's been clever, Jack, with team selection because if you really think about it, right, PSG are going to tire. You know, this is their first game this season. So they're going to tire come later on in the game. So there's going to be some opportunities there. And, you know, you've got Tell, Udeber, Johnson, players that will stretch that back line and, you know, would hope would open up space. And then it's just about, can we be devastating? So there's definitely a second here for us to kill this off with our superior fitness levels, for sure. You know, this game could convert me to a Francophile yet, Shawnee Maddox.
Jet Spence. Big clearance from Vicario. Good touch from Rich.
Please lay it off. Good
Down
ball.
to Jet Spence.
Here we go.
Can he go somewhere with it? Gets blocked up by Makimi.
Just win it back.
Good
Good
return,
pressure.
Palhinha. Good recovery there.
That'll do.
Romero plays it out wide to Danzo. Can Poro
Corey, you
show
gotta
for
come
it?
short.
Poro needs someone to make a run for him.
Oh,
Does.
good run.
Lovely from Palhinha.
Looks to get
Palhinha
it
tries to whip
across.
it into Richarlison.
Pick that up again. Well done,
Pedro.
Poro. Go on,
Too
Richie.
heavy from Pedro. Too heavy. Good hard work there again, though, from Spurs. Palhinha made a very unselfish run for Pedro. He needed someone to make a run for him.
Guys, if you are enjoying the watch along, I do ask everybody, could you smash that like button? Let's see if we can get it over to 200-300 likes today. Richie for a goal! Oh, I was going to say, you'd have to put 300 likes on the stream if he scores that. Oh, it's a bit dicey here. Oh, good touch, Van de Ven. Go on, Mickey. Go on. Ref!
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. He brought his whistle out. That's good to see.
Bad giveaway from PSG, and Richarlison fired one at the keeper there.
Here we go. Let's bully them again from another set piece. Ref. He's fucking marrying like he's at the altar. He's holding his arm like he's at the
he's
altar.
walking him
Jesus
down the
Christ.
aisle there, ref.
Come on, it's embarrassing. Pull out the card. It's a pretty central free kick. It's a hard one to sort of navigate this. Let's see if we create an angle or whether we just go straight route one.
Yeah, Pedro's got to be taking this one.
I'd love to see a bit of ingenuity. Someone run in behind. Someone run in there into that pocket there and picking it up.
Yeah, maybe have a shot.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the buzz cut, Paro. I'm not sure about that. It's good
Pedro,
delivery.
back pass, Romero!
Yes! Romulo! My captain! My fucking captain! My leader! He is a leader of men. He is the new Graham Roberts. It's the Rob.
Oh my gosh!
They call him Mr. Rombastic, heading fantastic. Come on!
Oh my lord, Romero, the captain.
Woo! And he's onside as well. It's an absolute great run from Romero. He just heads it low off the ground like you're taught. You'll always get that bounce and it goes in. Bottom corner. It's an absolute rum bomb. Get your bomb emojis in the chat, please, guys. Come on, get the explosion ones in the chat. You know what to do. You know I love this guy.
Get the bomb emojis into the chat. It's Rom Malicious. It's a Rom Bomber.
What's that Shaggy song?
Oh my gosh.
They call him Mr. Rombastic, defending fantastic. Watch how he scores goals.
Oh my lord. Romero there. Pedro
you
Poro.
Know, you fucking know, Pedro.
Set piece. Also becoming a set piece absolute machine here so far, Spurs. It's been Route 1 stuff again. Pedro Poro towards the back post. PSG had no idea where Romero was. They weren't marking him.
The guy just doesn't lose a final, Jack. He doesn't lose finals, Romero. He's even making me speak Italian now. Bellissimo. Come on.
Oh, my Lord. What a header. Maybe not a great save from Chevalier, but to be fair, you know, Spurs have been, once again, putting pressure on for Bentancur, crunching whoever that was.
Set pieces again, Jack. Set pieces again, my man.
And
there
again,
we go.
We've just been putting them under pressure, PSG. You know, they're trying to play out, and we're just putting them under pressure.
Guys, I'm not seeing enough emojis being used in here. Come on, spam the chat here. Get the bomb emojis in. The Rombomulus.
John Tucker with the bomb emojis. Big up, Johnny boy.
He just delivers.
Trinidad saying, I'm looking forward to seeing armpits. Ooh, Kavicha, though, gets through here. Clear that. Romero. Oh, my Lord. Everyone, where are the Romulus haters? Where are the Romero haters?
The guy just inspires me. The way he plays the game, he just inspires me. He just inspires me. He's so energetic. He just wants to go after it. He wants to go and win. I fucking love the guy. He even looks like me a small bit if he grew a beard.
Clear that away. Van de Ven, brave from Van de Ven. Very brave there. Potentially.
There we go, Romero. That's it. Shithouse him up. There we go, Rodrigo. Come on, Poro. Now it's your turn. Let's all get in here. This is exactly what I spoke about in the previous build-up. Starting little arguments. There we go, Romero.
Very brave from Van de Ven, though, by the way.
Get after Kavic again. Growl at him.
Look at Van de Ven getting his head. Oh, so brave from Van de Ven. Getting his head in there.
So brave. He loves it. He really loves defending. Look at that.
Kavicha went for the bike. Love that. Crunching into Kavicha as well.
Let's have a look at the acting on the ground. That's superb from Van de Ven.
I love that Romero, though. Kavicha has every right to go for that. Like, Kavicha has every right to go for the bike, and Romero just is, like, giving him an earful and everything for it. It's just hilarious. Shithousery. If anything, Thomas Frank has turned up the shithousery a little bit in this team.
Jerome with the super chat. Big up, Jerome. Really appreciate all the support, my man. It really does go a long way to helping this channel. He says, I cannot believe, boys. I am dreaming right now. Let's go, Spurs. Look, lad, I'm absolutely with you on the dream train. And to be honest with you, Jerome, I'm now a full-on Francophile. If we can beat PSG 2-0 with this team, and what I love about it is he's just gone, do you know what? We don't have the attacking players. Let's just set up with an extra body in the back line. He's completely stifled PSG. They have no answer to it. You know, and I'm fully on board now moving forward. I have Thomas the Frank engine. Let's fucking go, baby. Big up, Jerome. 2-0 to the good. Van de Ven and the Ron-Bomb-tastic, man. Need to make a drink, actually, about Romero. Ron-Bomb-tastic.
Yeah, I'll take a Ron Bomber, please, bartender.
Says Dave, the hat's staying on all season. The people saying the hat is a good omen. Well, look, Jack tried last year. I said, I suppose it's my turn to try something different this year. I still think people want Jack to bring back that hitchhiker hat that he had on.
Well, we're swimming in trophies at the minute now. Maybe I do need to get the swim cap.
Here we go. Get a good delivery here. It's a good delivery. That's all. Yeah! Oh. I'm so disappointed. I thought it was in.
We had an earthquake in Ireland there.
What a delivery. Who's that?
Dave broke the sound barrier.
I thought it was Tree.
I think Dave broke the sound barrier with that yell. Like a fighter jet.
I know Ribsy was with me. He says, oh, look good. I know they're all with me. You're all with me, guys. I know you are.
Oh, Van de Ven. So classy. So classy.
Oh, come on,
loose touch. Get there,
let's
Sar.
Go, Poppy. Oh, yes. Come on, Sar. Come on, kid. Yes, kid. Let's fucking have it.
Referee, for what?
That's brilliant. That's great endeavor. His body's flying everywhere. It's turning into a war zone. This is what happens when Romero's your captain. You go and take the lead and you turn it into a fucking war zone.
Our defenders have been strikers, says Tyler. Exactly. Just need to get Vuskovic up top.
The sad thing is they're actually better technically with the ball at their feet than our strikers.
Literally. Literally.
Oh, what a day to be alive. Dad, if you're watching...
That's his foundation. Those are the better players in his team, are the defenders.
Dad, if you're watching, I bet you're delighted now. It's a great day to be alive, my man. 2-0 to the good against PSG. Gonna slap them up with some baguettes later on. Come on. French fries tonight for dinner, I think, and I'm going to absolutely go sacrilege and put salt, pepper, and vinegar on them just to piss them off. Might even have some frog legs later, and I don't even like frog.
Ball out wide to Hakimi here. Get there, Vandal.
That's
Romero right, there to clear it up.
It's just a great
the general. Kudos.
If he holds this
play.
Up.
Referee had a handful of them. Thank you, ref. He had a handful of them.
Kudos is so good.
It's like it has a magnet. He has a magnet to his body. It just doesn't ever leave. Kudos made an unselfish run there, too. Oh, we're going route one. Thomas Frank.
Get up the field. That's it. Let's go.
It is so funny. He is doing a lot of the finger pointing and the arm waving, throughout the match. It is very funny.
Right on top of Richie again. Richie's coming out to left wing to win all these headers.
More finger pointing from Thomas.
Looks like the PSG crowd, they're not getting their synchronized dancing anymore for TikTok, the fucking losers.
It's actually so funny seeing Thomas Frank doing the way forward.
Come on, win this. Yes. Come on, Richie.
Win it, Rich.
Yes, Richie. Win a penalty. Smash him, Rummy. There we go. There we go, Sar.
Animal. What an animal.
He's so proactive. He's just so proactive, the kid.
Oh, plays it down the line.
Come on, Pappy.
Sar, whip it in.
Come on, Pappy. Penalty. Penalty, ref. Blow your whistle. That is unbelievable play from Papa Matasar, that back heel. Ref, can we have a penalty here? Can we get VAR on the situation? Take him out. Take him out. He's got to be taken out. He's got to be taken out.
Get there, son.
Someone take him fucking out.
Romero takes him out. No problem. Get there, Romulus. Top of the box to Due. Good pressure from Poro. Really good pressure here. Danzo wins it. Lovely. Sir!
I absolutely love that from Romero. Two players tried to take him out. Romero says, fuck this. I'll show you how captain does it.
They're all screaming for a penalty. Romero's in there. The shithousery has been turned up by this team.
It's got to be a penalty, guys. It's got to be.
The shithousery has really been turned up in this team. It is hilarious to watch.
Oh, it's great to see. Honestly, we go 2-0 up. We turn it into a war zone. Look, there's bodies everywhere.
Great earned foul by Richarlison there. Let's see I need to see that penalty replay, though.
Maybe we could win this 3 or 4-0.
Let's see this.
Oh!
Comes across him there. Surely we're getting a VAR review there.
Bar.
Surely we're getting a VAR review there. Pedro's incensed.
Let's have a look here. Oh,
no VAR check.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, they're showing PSG a little bit of mercy there.
Can they even afford it in Udine? I don't know.
Maybe not. It's only a 25,000 seater.
Come on, Richie.
Richarlison wins it.
Oh, he wins it again. We're just winning everything now. We're just bullying them. Let's do nothing stupid. Don't let it bounce, Spence. Please don't let it bounce. He cannot.
He's all over Kavicha. Absolutely shows him the weight room. Oh.
He's getting penalized for being so good. It's ridiculous.
The intensity from these players as well.
How is that not far? How is that not? How is
Sarr
VAR
again.
looking at that?
Sarr's like an absolute. He's a mosquito. He's everywhere.
Well, it just looks like, Jack, we're going to have to put another trophy in the cabinet, another European one. Why Arsenal have struggled to win European
PSG
trophy.
are getting frustrated. They're fouling petulantly here. And also letting us out of pressure by fouling us, to be fair.
North London is well and truly white now, guys. Don't ever listen to Arsenal fans again. They could go out for the next 50 years and they still won't win a European trophy. We are by far the most dominant team in fucking North London.
My favorite bit, though, is there was that moment where we had a free kick, and it's almost like the tactics of old where kind of like players were about to just play it short, play out from the back. And Frank is just like whistling at them to, go launch it. It's just so funny.
When that, Cooney, no, stop it, please. We're actually toying with PSG now. We're actually just toying with them. Who thought we'd be in this situation? Papassar wins it again. Kudos, ref. Can we have the free kick, please? You gave them one in the first half, and he's on a yellow. This is why Papassar. We've got to stop this debate over him or Bergvall. This is exactly why Papassar has to be in the team week in, week out, Jack.
Oh, he's just an absolute animal.
That's 4 or 5 now he's robbed.
And just in this half alone, he was winning it back in the first half as well. The amount of times this guy just sneaks up on players and just picks their pocket. And he's just the ground that he can cover, the shape that this guy is in, Pap Matasar. He probably could run a marathon.
Isn't this a similar distance where Paro Bang went in yesterday?
He's like marathon level fitness here, Sar.
He's like your N'Golo Kante, Jack.
No, he just I said that a few weeks ago. People were laughing at me. I said that a few weeks ago. I said he's got N'Golo Kante fitness levels.
Why do I picture this heading into the top corner? I've just got visions. Kudos and Paro both fancy this.
I mean, he's thinking about it. He's got to go for maybe like a Ronaldo kind of strike. He's got to go for a knuckler. He's got to go for a knuckler.
The keeper's small as well. If you get enough purchase on this is in. Paro!
Out for a corner. It looks like it took a nick.
I haven't had this much fun watching Tottenham in a long time, Jacko. It's been good. We are so back, Jacko. We are so fucking back, lad.
It's like Warrior. It's war stuff, It's like
me and you are back into our prime where we can just sit back, relax, enjoy ourselves.
Don't
have to worry about the stresses of football.
We're putting on like the tin helmets and just going to war with this team. What is it? Faz Radfar saying Luis E might start attacking players at this rate. Whips it in. Kudos. Get there, son. Oh, so classy. So classy. Jet Spence just knocks it long.
They say money can't buy you happiness, but in football, it really can actually buy you happiness. You bought Kudos in. Look what he does. He just makes us happy. There we go. There we go. Come on, get up these ass. Get right up there. Just sniff what you had for dinner yesterday. Well done.
Van de Ven, loose touch. Spur! Give Kavicha a yellow card.
It's men against boys right now. It's men against boys. They can't even get close to us. Can we get another yellow here, please, ref? This is his second one now at Kavicha. He's hardly telling them to let him take him off, is he?
Oh, he's taking Kavicha off right now. He's put on Fabio Ruiz.
The referee's allowed it. That's a fucking joke.
He's gone on for an extra midfielder.
He's basically said to him, I don't want to send him off. Take him off. Ben with the super chat says, Anne's refusing to play Spence cost him his job. I mean, there's an argument to it, but I would argue I think there's much more problems than just the fullbacks. Not keeping Harry Kane cost him his job. The fact that Frank has been able to hold on to Romero, it'll keep him in the job longer.
Richarlison, what a touch. What a touch.
Do you know, I might just change. Oh, no, I was going to say, I might just change my fucking rating. He can't make a 5-yard fucking pass.
This has been Frank the whole time. He's just telling everybody.
Who's headband? Who's headband guy behind him?
I couldn't tell. I wasn't looking. Every single time when we're looking at Frank, he's just always doing that hand motion of like, get everybody forward.
Guys, someone let me know who Bjorn Becker is beside him there, will they? The guy with the little Alice band. Oh, it's going to be another long one. Come on, Danzo. That's it. Get the
might have been Kinski. Might have been Kinski. He had a headband on.
That's why he's not starting in goals. Danza, big long throw. That's a good one.
Oh, it's a good
It's
one.
a good one. It's nice and deep.
Palhinha wins it.
Oh, kudos!
Sarr!
Oh, what a
Oh, he
save!
saved it.
What
Oh,
a save!
Lord.
Kudos going for the
Oh,
spectacular.
we're just
We
bullying
are
these.
creating
We're just
absolute
bullying
chaos.
them.
I'm here for this from throw-ins, and I'm here all for this season from throw-ins and all. We are causing absolute chaos.
Oh, we were bullying them there. Kudos to saying you didn't even touch them.
Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Na-ma-na-ma-na, waka waka, 17 tonight, don't give a fuck. I've won 2 European Cups, na-na-na-na-na, waka waka, 17 tonight, don't give a fuck. Why? I've won 2 European Cups, na-ma-na-ma-na.
Really appreciate the support from Alben, from Jerome, from Faz Radfar. It does really go a long way. We do really appreciate it. It does help out the channel. King Hoddle saying Sarr is a bloody pressing freak. Like I'm saying, he's to get in the shape of Pop Mount Sarr. I'm curious what this guy is doing.
Just gonna
for a
start calling
10K.
him
What's his 10K time?
I'm just going to start calling him the Engine, Jack, to be honest. I'm not even going to call him Sarr anymore. It's disrespectful. His mother texts me. She wants us to call him the Engine.
The only engine. There's only one engine. King Hoddle says we are 100% certain now to lose to Burnley. They're putting a lot in this game.
Do you know what? Right now, I couldn't care less. I just want to win another trophy. I'll deal with everything else after. Just put another trophy in the cabinet. Let's shut Arsenal up a bit more. Rub it in their face.
Look at Bentancur running after this one.
Look at that. Take him out. Take him out. Assassinate him.
Get there.
Oh, Jacko. He's a horse.
Yards.
The guy is like a fucking racehorse, Jack.
He might have covered 60 yards to get there, Bentancur.
If we ever become millionaires, we're going to buy a racehorse and call him Rodrigo Bentancur.
Joao Palhinha, Sarr, Bentancur, they're just trying to outdo each other. They're trying to, see who can come out with the most tackles. It's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous work rate. They clip it in here, though.
Oh, no. Oh, whoa. He's got to be off.
Oh, what a block.
Oh.
Romero.
Oh, was that Romero?
What a block.
Was that Romero who blocked that? That is unbelievable.
What recovery defending?
Uh,
What recovery defending there from Romero? Unbelievable. Was he onside?
Jano says,
he's way off. Yeah, he's way off.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Adge fans do one. What I will say, Jano, Adge did promise season 2 will be better than, or season 3 will be better than season 2.
He's just the character that was left out. They killed off
They
killed off the lead. They killed off the lead for season 3.
And Ange was your typical bad boy, wasn't he? Always in trouble.
It's like in Game of Thrones, the guy that they beheaded, in season 1.
Jono, what do you think, by the way? Everyone's saying that my hat has to stay. Let me know.
Monster bench checkers.
If anyone wants to buy me a Burberry bucket hat, that'd be awesome. Go on, Richie. Oh. Now he's turning on the Brazilian. He's really becoming R9 now. That's mature from Richie, that. Nice and mature play there. Never thought I'd use that word when it comes to him. Danzo, just give it inside. Give it inside.
Oh, classy from Pedro.
Oh, Bentancur screaming for it. They don't trust him.
I don't know how he's got the best first touch in the team.
Come on, Mo.
Oh my God. Kudos is absurd.
It sticks to him. Is he a magnet? Can we start calling him Magnet, Jack? Because the ball just fucking sticks to him. It just attracts itself to his feet.
This guy, again, kudos. I haven't seen a winger at Spurs in a long time hold up the ball like this guy does. It is absurd. And he's doing it with his back to a defender every time. He does it with his back to a defender. The strength that he has, the first touch that he has, is just insane. Pamat Sarr, could he be on?
He's off. He's on.
No, he's not.
Bush Ranger.
I think he was.
I got this hat at the parade, my man, for the Europa League. I made it over for the parade, and I bought this for the day for the parade. I was in party mode, so I felt like it was a good option. And little did I know I'd need it for the Super Cup as well. Absolutely love it. Big up, John. I love it. Ribsy says, Dave, you need to shower that hat on until after the Burnley game to save us from a hangover. Do you know what? I would, but my hair doesn't. Do you know what? I need to get a haircut as well, actually. So, but do you know what? I will. I wonder what my missus will think of this when we're in the middle of action. Will she appreciate the hat, guys? What do you think?
Get out there, Danzo. Spurs flying back to defend here. Barcola.
I actually don't think anyone wants
that image
either. Come on, get across. Get after it, Spence. Dave, concentrate on the game. It's just too easy. It's like we're playing Burnley.
Oh, dangerous
Good save.
there. Pedro. Oh, what a
Oh,
block.
Danzo. Oh,
Oh,
it's
just
finally in.
restored.
It's 2-1. Fuck. Is there an offside? Offside. Come on.
Come
Offside. Well
on,
done,
get
Lino.
in.
Sign him up. Sign him up. Sign the fucking Lino up.
Yeah, Hakimi was off.
That is way off. That is brilliant defended by Danzo, though. Talk about putting your bollocks on the line. A few super chats here. Rain Man says, lucky bucket hat fund. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Big up, Rain Man. Do you know what? I'll get a nice, I might get, do you know what? If we get enough together, I'll get a Burberry collaboration with Tottenham and I'll buy that. We've got, Tunyu Lai 4674. Kudos got the Black Panther power in him.
Seriously, he's got superhero strength. Like I said, he could face 100 gorillas and he would still hold up the ball. You ping it into him, he would still hold it up against 100 gorillas.
He just makes football look so elegant. That's the best compliment I can give the guy. He just makes it look like a gracious game. Good to watch. Fun to watch. Beautiful.
He's so strong. He's so strong. The people that believe if, what is it, 100 men versus one gorilla, if it were 100 kudoses, absolutely would rip the gorilla apart. 100%. Maybe only need 20 kudoses. Lazy 8 saying Magneto kudos. Magneto, 100%.
I like seeing. Do you know what I love seeing as well?
Oh, Paulinho.
When PSG have had chances, you've just seen bodies flying in trying to stop the shots.
Yeah.
That we didn't see that under Ange Postecoglou sometimes, and it's been absolutely brilliant to see. They really
I love it.
It really shows that they are motivated to keep clean sheets now. They really are motivated to keep a clean sheet. Danzo literally put the future of his kids on the line there. Literally.
But then also, we've been seeing that they've been working on that in training videos. If you've seen that, Dave, right? Some of the drills they've been doing are like the coaches are just firing like 50 yards, 50-mile-an-hour shots at them, and they have to just sort of wear it.
No way.
Yeah, have you not seen that in the training videos?
I haven't seen anything. I've been so busy with family and all.
Yeah, there've been a lot of training videos, and that's what they've been working on, where they sort of have the guys just fly at the goal.
I love that.
And then the coaches just fire these shots at them, and they have to sort of put their body on the line.
That's something you'd see in a comedy movie like Dodgeball or something, right?
Seriously, that's what they've been doing.
I love the idea.
They're like, dodge this.
Mr. Bean FC.
It's been very funny. It's actually been put into training here.
We haven't even looked like conceding a goal either. We just look so good. I would argue maybe time to get Richie off the pitch, bring on another. Well, actually, Richie's held up the ball pretty well, actually, this half.
Yeah, who do you bring on is the question.
Everyone's
worked so hard.
Maybe if Paulinho starts to tire a little.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make any changes across the back line anyway.
Space here for Lee Kong-in. Plays a nice ball into Mbai. Cleared away by Romero.
Well placed again. He's got to be up there for man of the match. He's just clearing them all game long. That's actually a good question. Who do we even put up? We have to put up 4 for man of the match. I feel like you could put up nearly fucking all 11. We've all played the part tonight.
Out wide too, I believe. Douay whips it in.
Oh,
Danzo clearance.
Well done, Richie. Go on, Kudus. Unlucky.
Maybe Richie could have tried to hold on to it. Vitinha trying to cut inside. Paulinho plays it into Fabian Ruiz. Douay whips one in. Vicario straight into his arms.
A few minutes. Waka waka 17 tonight. Don't give a fuck. We've won your 2 European Cups. No.
Oh, for Charleston.
Oh, Richie. Lucky.
Richie's on a yellow, says Tyler.
The thing is, if you bring on Udabar or Tell, do they hold it up the way Richie has? Do you lose that then? Oh, he smashed that off him as well. That's brilliant for Herrera. Any opportunity to inflict pain, I love him. I absolutely love him. He reminds me of a schoolyard bully. Just so evil.
Get there. Oh, out wide.
There's
Hakimi. Nowhere to go for Hakimi. They brought on a lot of more kind of midfielder types. They brought on Lee Kong-in and they brought on Fabian Ruiz.
I don't know why they keep going down Jed Spence's side. They're not getting any joy all
They
game.
negged him. Commentators curse.
Good block. Romero again.
Just as Dave said it, they neg him. Might have been off. Might have been off there, ref.
Jono says, great to see so many nominations for Man of the Match. Haven't seen that in a long time. I know. Last year at points we gave up putting up Man of the Match. It was that pathetic. Oh,
yeah, few and far between.
It's Archie Gray and Dominic Solanke coming on.
Solanke probably for Richarlison. And then Bentancur being taken.
No, he's not. Jed Spence. Hardly, no. Richie coming off. They're coming off for a water break, so Richie's off. Who else coming off?
Maybe Palhinha, you would imagine.
Okay, Dominic, calm down.
Yeah, Joao Palhinha. Joao Palhinha coming off. Fair play, Joao Palhinha. Part of the goal that we scored, the initial opening goal. Like I said, a few one-on-ones where players have been dribbling right at him, and he's just poking the ball away, reading them super well. Absolute warrior defensively. Yeah. And to be fair, that's what people wanted him for, right? They wanted a guy in that midfield that just sort of mops up, cleans up. He's done absolutely that tonight.
Do you know what? I think Paulinho's done a brilliant job in there, and it's exactly that steal that we've been missing in the midfield, Jack. You know, he's come in and he's provided that today in abundance. You know, he's provided that. Like, our centre-backs haven't been exposed today. With the midfield last year, centre-backs were exposed so many times. Paulinho has just been in there, done the dirty work. Also, look, Papa Matasara's helped him. Let's not get that mistaken. But Paulinho has been a wonderful addition. And to be fair, do you know what? I know I got on Richie's case and I still maintain we still need that bit of extra quality up front. You know, we could have been we could be 4 or 5 up by now if we were clinical from open play. But you know what? Second half, he's come up. He's held the ball up really well and stuff like that. So fair play to him. A decent performance, just lacking that end product. And you know what? I really hope Dominic Solanke scores, Jack.
Yeah, well, if he gets one of those breakaways, let's see if Solanke could be more clinical if we do get these breakaways. We'll see if he can be more clinical. Lisa a lot of people saying, please don't get hurt, though, Solanke. That's also fair, right? We saw what happened with Madison.
And Lisa points out, how good is it to see Frank offering tactical instructions at the water break?
I just like, you know, him talking to the players. Kudos. Good hold-up play. Oh, ref.
No, it is good to see. And look, to be fair, they look like... My biggest concern, Lisa, was, have we been drilled in this back five system? And it clearly looks like we have. You know, we haven't just gone into it cold turkey like we did against Everton under Postecoglou. If we can just get that 1 or 2 players, if we can get 2 more signings in the forward areas, we will be cooking this year. We can just get that devastating quality from open play, rather than rely on set pieces. Because you can't just be one-dimensional. You have to be able to pose a threat from open play too.
Bentancur, animal.
Brilliant from Bentancur.
Archie Gray, though, is going to have to be the willing runner here. He's going to have to help these guys out who have worked tirelessly.
He's the freshest legs.
Oh, my gosh.
Sir! Ref. Well done, line-up. Well done, line-up. We'll have that. Thank you. Brilliant call. This line-up's a Yido. Yido.
Absolute warrior, Saras.
Still another 15 minutes of entertainment left. I think Frank should come out. Are you not entertained?
So I think Trinidad earlier saying, Frank said, I always win my European Super Cups.
Wonder will Ben Davies get some testimonial minutes near the end.
I think you're right, though, by saying, you know, we've relied on the set pieces tonight because we have had breakaways. We just don't have that devastating nature that maybe the Brentford teams of the past would, right? Because in his earlier teams, when they had breakaways, it was in Mbumo and Wissa. Oh, Pedro Porro picks his pocket.
Let's see if it's any better with Solanke here. Oh, it is. It's much better. Good idea. Good idea. That's a good idea from Solanke.
Nuno Mendes, to be fair, is very fast.
He's very quick.
Not a bad ball.
They're going to expose our right-hand side here.
Yeah, Archie Gray helping out.
Well, I don't know why Porro decided to go on the press there to the goalkeeper. He's caught out. They choose not to use that. They're going down Spence's side again. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, they had Archie Gray. Pamatsar.
If I'm Enrique, I'll be furious. You got to go at Archie Gray there.
And like I said, it looks like Luis Enrique has put on more midfielders. He's given up on having 4 forwards.
Well, you were right when you called it out when the lineup came out. You know, it's going to leave us, you know, with some good breakaways, and it did. You know.
Now that they have more midfielders, they're getting onto the ball a bit easier.
Well, they're controlling it a bit more, but you would argue our job is done. You know, we don't really need to go and press now. We just need to shore it up.
They put on a young kid as well to face up against Jed Spence. Fabian Ruiz out wide to Doué. Whips it in. Bentancur there to clear.
Just need to try and get the ball at Solanke or Kudos, get them to hold it up now.
Need to have Solanke try to hold it up for us.
Of pressure. Spence is slowing down. You got to get out there, Spence.
Back post. Porro there. Too heavy the cross. Archie Gray putting pressure on. Get out there,
Archie
son.
Gray, put pressure on him. It's right area.
Pedro.
Well done, Porro.
Well
done, Porro. Stop, ref.
That's naughty, ref. That's naughty, ref.
Well done, Pedro. That's fucking brilliant.
Great management from Frank to take Richie off before he did a hammy.
Fair.
All right, they're putting in a big striker. They're putting in Gonçalo Ramos.
Be interesting. This could be a bit of a game changer for them and give them a bit more physical presence.
I would say they have needed that. At this point, they kind of do need that. They need someone that's more of a focal presence in the box.
Yeah.
I think that's the right move by Luis Enrique.
It's going to be something a little bit different for us to
it's going to occupy Romero and Danzo and the others too. Solanke, can he win it?
Well done. He done great work to try and get there and compete.
Danzo clears. Romero popping it up in the air.
Take it down.
Yeah, he got time. Someone tell him he's got time.
Oh, that's ours. That's gone out.
Solanke.
He hit that off his foot. That's ours.
Solanke just absolutely Romeroing through the back. Yeah, everyone's doing their best Romero impression sometimes.
It's like Romero's brought them in and given them a pinpoint, a presentation on how to be a shithouse.
They've taken Doué off for Gonçalo Ramos, though. Doué, I think, is always a dangerous player.
14 minutes. We're about to see Tottenham lift another cup, and this time Romero's going to lift it.
Look at the ground Bentancur is covering. The ground Bentancur is covering. Gets megged, though, by Dembele. Cleared away by Romero.
He's just been brilliant in there this evening. Anything that's come in, he's been on the end of it to clear it. His positioning has been class.
Oop. Out wide to... Who do they? I think they moved over the young winger over to Pedro's side. Maybe they know Pedro could be tiring. And also Archie Gray is over there too. Vitinha, one-on-one with Archie Gray. They've clipped it out wide to Dembele, who's now moved to the right side.
Well done, Spence.
So Dembele has moved to the right side. He's no longer playing striker. And then they have that young winger that they put out on a Pedro's side, cleared away by Van de Ven.
Well done.
And then they have a more of a traditional number 9 and Gonçalo Ramos playing through the middle.
I would say the last 12 minutes plus injury would probably pan out a bit more like this, but we just need to stay switched on. If we can see this out to 89 minutes without conceding, it'll go a long way. Well done, Kudos.
Is he being taken off? Kudos.
Oh, yeah, he looks tired. Well done. Fucking
Magneto, Kudos. Look at that from Frank. Look at that dap up from Frank. 100% aura.
Matisse Tell. Be interested to see if he can nick one today.
He's got to work hard here, Matisse Tell.
Absolute tank. Spot on, Tyler. Ribsy says, well played, Kudos. Nirvav says, great, Spence. MJ Wolf says, come on, you Spurs, fight to the end. What's that guy? We must fight and win.
Jeez.
It's not a good indictment of American football culture, Jack, is it?
No, even more so. That was in Seattle. That was in Seattle. Cringe. Even more cringe. Yeah, that was a Seattle Sounders fan. Oh, don't get me started.
Is that why you're not down there regularly and you choose to go baseball?
Why? Oh, Matisse Tell. Oh, you had
Solanke,
man. You had Solanke. Just turn. Oh, Solanke made a good run for him.
I think we need to give him a fucking test to see if there's alcohol in his system. He didn't know which ball to control there. It's like he's 7.
Down the line, Danzo's going to have to recover for us. He's showing him down the byline. Ooh, don't let him back inside. PSG are really pressing forward here. They're going to have to. But then there are going to be spaces in behind.
We just need to keep... Well done. That's a good one to take.
Are you sure? You don't think so? Did he really need to barge through the back?
Yeah, maybe not.
Right at that.
You know me, Jack. I just like taking people out. It's a feature.
I don't know about that from Tell.
Maybe not there.
Especially Bentancur closing it down.
Oh,
Just
come
don't
on,
want to give them
Vicario.
that. They got good free kick takers too. PSG.
Come on, Big Vic.
Do we form the biggest wall in the world right here? We're gonna need to form the Great Wall of Frank.
Get the team bus out.
Get the parade bus.
It's a big wall, though, what Will says. You look at the height of that. It's a big wall
Yeah,
to get
it's
that
6
up
foot
and down.
plus. Every single one of them 6 foot plus.
You know? It's a big fucking wall, that.
It's not gonna be Hakimi though. It's gonna be whoever the left footer is. I think it's Lee Kong In.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be him. And
Yeah,
it blocked.
good block. The height of that wall. It's never getting over that. Another block. Oh, brilliant. He's gone down. He's buying some time
Pedro
here. That's
Porro,
class.
thank you. Thank you,
That's
Pedro.
class.
Thank you, Pedro.
That's it. Let's bring on the paramedics. Bring on the ambulance. Get the stretcher out. Let's piss about here. Waste some time.
Yeah, he took it off the face.
Ah,
Pedro.
that's brilliant defending.
Off the shoulder. He's acting like it hit him in the head as well.
Yeah,
He took it off the shoulder.
It's brilliant from Pedro
the
Porro.
shithouse. Thomas Frank has turned up the shithousery to 10 in
Yeah.
this team. It is
It's just
very
all
funny.
the things we were asking for last season. You know, pull down counterattacks, take cards, you know, waste time. Don't be so quick to get on with things, you know,
Yeah.
slow it down at times. You know, win free kicks. You know, when you're in a position where you're winning, do stuff like Porro's doing there. You know, this is
And
all
the
the
way we're-
shit. It's just called smart football.
Some of the way that we've also won these challenges, like real bravery, like in the way that we've done it, you know, like really just not even, you know, barging through
Yeah.
players, you know, how many times have we just ran through the back of players,
Yeah.
you know, when they're going, like the ball's going out for a throw in and we just barge through the back of them, you know, just to send them a message.
Well, we're
It's
just doing
been-
everything just to get under their skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just bullying them. It's just been
You keep doing that.
weight room tactics for 90 minutes.
You keep doing that, you will get players that will get sent off and make your life easier.
Bonucci probably very proud of a performance like this. Referee did allow them to have the ball back, though, after that. Archie Gray, he's getting skinned there. I'll clear this, please. Archie Gray, I'm more worried about that.
Is Bonucci the guy that absolutely hammered that woman with a tackle in a charity game?
I didn't know. I
Did
didn't
you see that? Or was that Chiellini? It's one of them. They absolutely.
Oh, block from
It was
Jed.
some like woman international footballer, and she was careering down the wing with the ball. You just see them coming across, full-fledged tackle lad as well.
Out wide, down Pedro Porro's side. Danzo asking for offside. Danzo clears it away. He's calling for offsides.
Tony Southfield, come on, you Spurs special night so far. Stay focused, lads.
Yep.
Spot on. Maybe I need to focus up a bit more. I'm just sort of in party mode. Everything's good. Life is good. Positive results with my father today, by the way, everyone. And then Tottenham lifting a cup. I mean, I need to do the lottery because this year just seems like my year.
Clear this. Pedro clears. Lovely stuff.
I'm gonna do the lottery on Friday. I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna walk down and order my ticket in the bucket hat as well. It's the cameraman. He's got the shakes or something. Or is he in with the PSG crowd? It's fucking going up and down.
Maybe
everywhere.
he's a Spurs fan. He's shaking with the last minutes. Shaking for that trophy. Dembele one-on-one with Jedi.
Maybe
Flips it in. Good clearance
what
from
defending by
Romero.
Romero again. He has
Like
been
it.
sensational in the midfield or in the middle.
Oh, no.
Fuck! That one's not going to be disallowed.
He's been dangerous, Lee Kong In. He's been dangerous.
Fuck. 5 minutes to go. Come on, Tottenham, hold out. Taking off kudos from Richarlison. We've lost being able to get a hold of that ball. Telling Solanke just haven't been able to get a hold of that ball.
Yeah.
King Huddle says, Pens incoming. Don't do this, lad. Please, King Huddle.
Matisse Tell, though, again, like I'm not been impressed by his pressing. I think he
Well
kind of
done,
let that
Solanke.
pass off. That's us,
PSG
sir.
look a bit up for it now. Well done.
I think he
Take your
let that.
time now.
He didn't. He could have blocked off the pass there, Tell.
There's no rush here. That's it, Danzo. Bergval with the Alice band.
You'd imagine he's coming on for Sar or Bentancur.
Vaskovic I see coming in as well.
Impressive if he is.
Come on, Danzo. Nice big long one here. Get someone at the back post. This is where it's going.
Cleared away. Pedro win this. Pedro.
Bang it.
Oh.
Goal kick. Right, let's get some subs, ref. Frank's got 2 of them warmed up.
Jerome saying, tell his rubbish, Jack. I have no idea why we signed him. I mean, just two things with him. Like, he's not gotten his foot on the ball. He's not the hardest of pressers.
Yes.
But then even there, like with the pass that did go to Lee Kong in, I just felt like he could have blocked that off, and he just didn't really read the pass. And then earlier, too, when he barged through the back of Lee Kong in for that free kick, it was just unnecessary. But he is the option up front at the minute. Tell holds on to it here.
Just win something, kid. Oh, my God.
And he gets dispossessed there.
Fucking hell. You just got to hold that up. It's 86 minutes, Tell. Fuck me. You sold Harry Kane for this. Oh, my Lord.
Feel for Solanke, too, because there's a few times that Tell has had the ball and Solanke's been open.
Well, the thing is, he took that off Solanke. If you're going to take it off him, fucking hold it up. Oh, I don't like this. I do not like this. Well done, Danzo. Oh, well done, Solanke.
Oh, my gosh. What a clearance.
That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Going to need to channel their inner donkeys here.
Come on, Spurs. Let's hold on to this. 87 minutes. 3 more minutes to get to the 90. Then we're at the mercy of the referees and the corrupt UEFA officials. Or how much extra time has PSG bought?
Yeah, how much are they going to get him? Hakimi whips it in. Bentancur there to clear. Great.
Come on,
get out there, Tell. Come on, man.
Fucking show more energy, kid. Jesus Christ.
Should be fucking
sprinting. There. Should be chasing that down with your life. That's what Kudos done, and he got great joy out of it.
Yeah, I think
Sarr looks like he's tiring. It's not good here.
Blocked by Jed, out for a corner.
I'm getting an itchy nose, which means usually you're going to fight with somebody. Probably Ben Davies. Come on, Spurs, just clear this.
Cleared away.
No,
Tell, not really.
Good
not
defending, Danzo.
By Tell. Again, Tell is not giving us any confidence here. Defensively,
they just literally scored a goal from the same position. How is he free to hit another one?
Who is that? Solanke.
Solanke. It's fucking brilliant from Solanke.
That is brilliant.
Fucking brilliant defending. People saying they can't watch. Referee, you're not stopping.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Another corner here. Got to deal with it. Here we are. Dealt with it. Back to the top of the box. Get there, Tell.
Oh, well done. Now get after it again, kid.
Yeah, he's just letting them off.
You're not blocking up any space.
Pressure on, man. Why are you letting him take his time?
Don't let him go on the outside. No. Well done, ref.
Goal kick.
That's it, Romero. Oh, straight across. Come on, Romulus. Waste time. Get them all riled up. This is the time to get them riled up. Come on, Rami. There we go. Dembele's got the yellow. Romulus, you are special. You are special, Rami. You are my guy. I love this guy. I absolutely love him. Frank, I love you for making him captain. I love this.
Oh, he's going down way too easy there. I mean, Danzo, though, needs to be helped out, though. He's been in the game all game, and no one was there.
But that's what Archie Gray was brought in to do, no?
Yeah, and I think Danzo was just giving him an earful, actually. He's giving Archie Gray an earful. It's Pop Matasar being taken off. Wow.
Yeah, he's tired. He looked very tired trying to get
I think he might be my man of the match. I think he actually might be mine. The amount of times this guy's won the ball today.
Let's start thinking of 4, Jack. Well done, Pappy.
This kid is an absolute animal. Absolute animal. This guy's work rate is just insane.
Well, I am putting in Christian Romero. He's going in. I don't care.
5 minutes at a time. That seems generous.
Jack, you want Papa Matsar in there?
I think you get Pape in. I think you get Romero in.
Right, so I've got them two.
We need Jed Spence. Jed Spence.
Jed Spence?
Yeah, I think he's been the better of the fullbacks. And then probably Van de Ven.
How do you spell Spence? S-P-E-N-C-E.
Yep.
And you go Van de Ven or Danzo?
I'd go Van de Ven just for the goal.
Maybe Bentancur? No, we'll go Van de Ven.
Yeah, Bentancur.
Yeah, guys.
Midfield is my man of the match. The midfield have just been incredible.
Hopefully, I haven't done this too early, guys. But the poll is up for your vote for man of the match. I would appreciate if you could maybe wait before you start voting. We don't want to go too early on it. Well done, Porro. That's 1 minute of the 6 gone. I wonder how much that cost the PSG owners, the 6 minutes. Probably the most expensive 6 minutes anyone's ever bought.
600 million. Six bloody minutes.
Oh, well done, Spence. You were
was
right.
Was it 6? I thought it was 5. They initially put 5.
Oh, well done.
I can't believe they paid for 6 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes already seemed generous. 6 minutes, Jesus Christ.
They probably wanted 10, but couldn't afford it.
That seems generous, 6 minutes. I mean, what stoppage time has there really been?
Come on, Spurs.
Oh, tell again, man. Please.
Let's show a new steely mentality here. Let's show we can hang on to this.
Bergvall push out. There you go.
Well done. There's the energy. All you got to do is just provide legs, Bergvall. Well done.
Good work from Bergvall. Great work from Bergvall and
Go on, Bergvall. Keep going, kid.
Keep pushing Berg.
Show Tell exactly what he should be doing. Fucking Tell. Don't be lazy. Get out there, please.
And Archie Gray, I would say, as well. It's just sort of...
Two of them have had zero impact since coming on. Well done, Rodrigo.
Go on, Bentancur. Look at the race he does here.
Well done. Well done. That's 2 of the 6 minutes down, guys.
Animal, Bentancur.
4 more minutes for a new era at Tottenham Hotspur. One where we lift trophies on the regular.
Get out there. Come on. Push Slanks.
Tell, you should be out there, you fucker. Get out there.
Maybe he's being told
standing there doing nothing.
Maybe he's being told to drop deep.
But he's doing absolute jack shit.
Yeah, he's just sort of shuffling around.
At least Bergvall's out there fucking doing shuttle runs. Get out there and fucking run about, Tell.
And again, though, even there, like, he's just not even defending in the right way. He's not putting pressure on in the right ways. Bergvall, lovely.
Get out, get out.
Tell, please, dude. I'm so pissed off with Tell.
No! Fuck you! Fuck you!
No way.
Fuck you, Matisse Tell, you lazy little fucker.
No way. No way.
You lazy fucker.
No way. No way. Oh. No way.
And that's all because Tell can't do a bit of fucking running. It's disgraceful. It's the only thing he was brought on to fucking do.
No, I think Porro kept him on, and then he's behind the ball. Ramos. Good finish.
Oh, it's so frustrating, man. Ever since we took off Kudos and Richie, we cannot hold the ball up. Can't get a hold of it. It's shocking.
Yeah, substitutions haven't helped us. It's not Frank's fault, though.
We see this all the time. It doesn't matter who's in charge and what subs they make. It always happens because we just don't have the strength off the bench. And you look at PSG, they could change it off the bench. That's the big difference.
Yep, nothing there.
Let's go. Come on.
Pass and a break here. Pedro.
Right, Tell, earn your money. Earn your money now.
Touch.
You're on the ball. Earn your fucking money.
Needs runners. Jed cuts inside. Solanke, make a run for him. Got to make a run for him, Solanke.
He's got to make it earlier as well.
Tell, man. Are you serious, bro? How are you losing it there? You were the first to the ball. First to the ball.
Space here.
Down Jed Spence's side. Blocked by Jed Spence. Final 40 seconds. Jed Spence has got to switch on here. He's got to stay alive for the last 30 seconds. Bentancur putting pressure out there. Solanke putting pressure on. Don't let him in.
We are just letting them come at us wave after wave after wave. Can we get pressure?
What a
Well
clearance
done,
from Danzo. Romero boots it away.
Oh my God, we're just allowing
Does
the
Romero's
balls in the
pulled a
box.
hammy here? Romero's pulling a hammy. He doesn't seem to look all right. Tell off. He is useless, says Jerome.
Oh, it's cramp. Honestly, bringing on Solanke and Tell, they couldn't hold up the ball between them, and all they done, they couldn't even, you know, and if you can't hold it up, at least go and put pressure on the ball. Don't just allow them to put cross after cross in, and that's what they done. You know, they didn't go and put any pressure on the ball, either of them. Either of them. It's fucking not good enough. Tell, disgraceful there. You know, Bergval over the other side 2 minutes before that. Quick 5-10 yard shuffles just to stop a cross from coming in. Tell just allows it to happen. He's just sitting in there, won't get any pressure on the ball. Same as Solanke. It's pissing me off. We have thrown it away because we couldn't get a grip of the ball up front when we made substitutions. It's absolutely piss poor. We have thrown it away because players who've come on can't hold up the fucking ball. Even Archie Gray, what impact did he have when he came on? Absolutely none.
Seeing the hard work though from the starting players, and then the comparison between the guys who came on. That's the disheartening
Night and day,
thing.
Jack.
Archie Gray couldn't work nearly as hard as the others have. You look at the likes. I mean, with Solanke's coming back from injury, so you feel like, you know, I think he still worked harder than Tell has. With Tell, though, it's just very, very frustrating again. And he also just, when he has had the ball, he's lost it or hasn't been able to hold on to it.
It's just shocking. Al Ben says here, I think it's Al Ben, he says, it is Al Ben, says our substitutions were all weak links. Absolutely spot on. There was no impact off the bench.
You know,
just when you needed he had to make subs. Look, you have to make subs. There was players tiring. Sarr was tiring. Richarlison was tiring. Kudos was tiring. But this is where you need the guys on the bench to be ready to come in and make an impact. You know, this is where you need Tell and Solanke to just do what Kudos and Richarlison was doing. Hold up the ball, win free kicks, alleviate pressure. They couldn't get fucking near the ball between the two of them. And then out of possession, at least Kudos and Richie put pressure on the centre-backs. You know, when Tell and Solanke came in, they sat in basically as two midfielders. They didn't want to go and do the pressing work. It's not good enough. It's absolutely shocking. Our substitutions have had zero impact, and they've let down the starting 11, quite frank. The starting 11 and the tactics, to Frank, all the way up until the substitutions, were working like a treat. But this highlights again why we need to keep doing business, why we should never have signed Matisse Tell in the first place. Nice like tonight. You know, it's all well and good saying he's got potential. He's a baller. What did he do tonight? He got the possession near the end and he waited for Spence to go on an overlap. If he's that fucking good, get on the ball and drive at them like Kudos done.
Well, even that one moment, though, where he was literally first to the ball, you know, to hold on to it, and then he somehow just sort of chickened out and let the guy take it off of him there. It's just pathetic, really, from Tell. And also his pressing is pathetic. He doesn't actually close down the ball. He sort of just does this half-hearted Brendan Johnson sort of type of, you know, closing down of the ball that's not really done with any motivation or any sort of enthusiasm. And it gives, you know, a lot of these PSG players time of the ball. I think what ended up happening was Luis Enrique subbed on a lot of midfielders to sort of get more control of the ball. But then with the players that we subbed on, they weren't actually putting pressure on those midfielders. No. So they had a lot of time, the PSG guys, to pick out passes and sort of carve us open. But it's down to the guys who came on to put that pressure on those players. And it just felt like they haven't pressed with the same enthusiasm.
They've let everyone down, Jack. Let everyone down.
It straight depends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Archie Gray didn't do anything either defensively or with the ball.
Nothing. None of
it. You know, as much as we've been harping on Tell, I mean, I'd say Archie Gray was not necessarily moving around or really helping out defensively either.
Jerome with the super chat says, yeah, give Tell time. He is going to be a baller. I can see that. At Shawnee Maddox, where is the baller? Absolutely rubbish player. He's going for Shawnee Maddox on this one. Look,
Shawnee Maddox or Sean Butler? I think Sean Butler is a big Matisse Tell fan too.
It's just the kid done absolutely nothing tonight when he came on. And at least if you're not going to hold up the ball, at least work your nuts off. Just don't allow them to put crosses in. And this is where intelligence comes in. They brought on Ramos, which means they're going to put more crosses in, which means there's more urgency to get out there and stop them crosses. And Matisse Tell was brought on and even moved over to the left-hand side to help Jed Spence. And what does he do? Fucking sit off the winger. It's unbelievable.
And Spurs have felt like we're the better team for about 70-odd minutes.
And this is why you got to bring in more experienced players. Look at the difference Paulini and Kudos has made to this team. That's why you got to make more signings like that.
Penalty time.
Tony says whiskey time.
Seriously.
I can't believe we've thrown that away. We've absolutely thrown that away. We should be lifting the trophy right now. And I don't want to see the narrative Frank doesn't know how to make substitutions and everything else. It's not Frank's fault. That's the shit he's got to bring off the bench. That's what he's got.
Well, he made them pretty late too. Like, you know, they it's not like these guys were.
He made them late because he doesn't trust them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's not like he brought them on 45th minute, 50th minute. He waited until around the 70th minute.
He had to make them. At the end of the day, he had to make the subs. He had to. Players were tiring, cramping, shit like that. He had to make the substitutions. But what can you do if they don't want to come on and they're not ready to make an impact? Solanke stepping up for the first penalty. He took some lovely penalties last year.
Yeah. Is he going to do that same run-up, you wonder?
Come on, Dom Solanke, please.
All right, Big Dom. Oh, buries
Come
it.
on.
Absolutely buries it. He didn't even do that run-up. He just sort of went up and slotted it.
Come on, Vicario. That's it, Dominic Solanke. Get over there. I wonder, does Vicario have anything written on his water bottle like Henderson did for the Palace game?
True.
Oh, Solanke got away with that one.
Oh, did he? I didn't see.
Keeper
Did he touch it?
Keeper got it. He should have saved it, really. It was that nice height.
Oh, fuck.
I think just the power just took it by him a split second.
Come on, Vic. Need you, son. Come on, Vicky. Come on, Vix. Come on.
No. Oh, he missed it. Calm down, Vicario. We haven't won it yet. Calm down, Vicario. We haven't won it yet.
Jeez, what a run-up from Vitinho there. Are you even allowed to do a run-up like that? He just sort of creeped towards the ball. It was ridiculous.
Eureka says, stop whining, Dave. 2-2 is a great result. Not sure about that when you're 2-0 up and you've 5 minutes to hold on to it. But yeah, if you think that's great and that's acceptable, then fair enough.
Bentancur.
Big Bad Wolf says I have COPD. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Come on, Rodrigo.
Benton class.
Oh! Yes! Solid penalty. Over to Vicario again. Let's go.
What a performance from Bentancur tonight. What a performance from him. He is one of the players that stuck on for the whole 90 minutes.
Please.
Side netting.
Please. Save this, Vicario, please. I beg you.
Absolute class from Bentancur.
Come on, Vic. That old crest on the training gear is sensational, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's been some top training gear. Come on, Vicky. Gonçalo Ramos.
Come on, Vicario. That fucker celebrated last minute. Save it. Put it right back at him. Oh, he's gone down the middle. He's gone down the middle.
He was under a lot of pressure, actually, Gonçalo Ramos. I think he's been one that's been pushed out the door. I think they were going to sell him this summer. Oh, wow. Absolute Jamie Vardy penalty there.
Who's up next for Spurs? Cameraman, we don't care. Who's up next for Tottenham? Come on, hopefully that kid's crying by the end of the game.
Yeah, we need another Man United crier.
Oh, Van de Ven, I'm not sure about this one. He's deep reading as well. He doesn't look confident.
Goal scorer, come on.
He doesn't look confident.
Burying it. Oh, no.
I knew it. He just didn't look confident. He just didn't look confident.
Oh, just slot it, Van de Ven. He's the type of guy you would think he would just put his laces through it.
I'm not even sure why he's taking a penalty, to be fair.
Yeah, it wasn't a good penalty at all. It's not a good penalty. Ousmane Dembele.
It's a long run up. Please say he blazes this. Please say he blazes this. Come on, Vicario. He keeps diving the one way, Vicario. He's dived that way every single shot. Every single shot. He doesn't look close to getting to one. Oh. Their keeper has dived the right way for all three of our penalties. Vicario has dived the opposite way for all three of theirs. Danzo.
Matisse Tell.
Oh, Tell. I'm not sure about this one.
He's put one away before.
He better fucking score. He done nothing else.
He better. Big moment here for Tell. Come on, son. Oh my lord, Matisse Tell, dude!
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Oh my lord, man!
Knew it. The keeper's dived the wrong way, and he's dived early. How the fuck has he missed?
Oh my lord! Oh, it's a shocking penalty. It's a shocking penalty.
It's absolutely shocking.
Oh my lord, Matisse, come on, man!
We fucked it. We fucked it. It's done now. Vicario hasn't got near one.
Gotta be kidding me, Tell. Not a good day for him.
He'll bury this. He scored a screamer. He's gonna bury this.
Please, Vicario. Please, man. Please. Please, Vic. Fuck.
He hasn't got near one of them. Who's up next for Tottenham?
One more to go.
We've missed two. This is a huge pressure penalty, and this is just to keep us in it.
Yeah, Vicario's gone the wrong way every time. Pedro Porro. You have confidence in him to do it?
I do, but after missing two, it's a huge pressure penalty.
Come on, Pedrito. Put your laces through it, son.
He's going to blaze this.
Buries it.
Come on, Vic. Please, you fucker.
Please, Vicky. Please, baby.
Vic.
Please, man.
We need you now.
Please. Big day. Big day for Vic. Top of the net for Pedro.
Come on, Vicario. Why wasn't Pedro Porro third penalty taker?
Yeah, that's fair. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, please, he's a fullback. Please. Come on, Vicario.
Come on, Vicky.
Every opportunity he could miss this. Come on,
Come
Vic.
on, Vicky.
Come on, Vic. There's every opportunity he's going to miss.
Oh,
he doesn't get anywhere near it.
Oh.
Fuck's sake.
That we were the better team for 70 minutes. We were the better team for 70 minutes. If anything, we probably had better chances throughout the game, too, to maybe even make it more. That's such a... I feel for Thomas Frank. He's pulled a masterclass tactically, Thomas Frank, in this game. And then he had to rely, as you always do. You have to rely. And also, we have a game coming up on Saturday, so he had to rely on players off the bench, and the players off the bench let him down. Matisse Tell, $30 million spent for what? Seriously.
Had it in our hands. We had it in our hands with the closing stages coming up. You know, the warning sign was there with the disallowed goal for offside. You know, we make this. I don't blame Thomas Frank. You know, he worked the masterclass. He had to make substitutions at the end of the day. But, you know, that starting 11 and that formation, it worked an absolute treat. But when he made substitutions, Archie Gray had zero impact in the midfield, didn't win anything. You know, Matisse Tell and Solanke didn't hold up a thing. You know, the ball just kept them coming one way. So much they actually gave up. They just sat in as two centre midfielders. And all we done, and we watched PSG bring on a striker, which means they're going to start crossing it. And all we done is allow them to cross it. It's just lazy from the players that come off the bench today. They weren't ready. They weren't hungry enough. They didn't want it. They didn't want to come on and make that impact. They just came on and went through the motions. And that's probably why they started on the bench for such a big game like tonight. So, you know, if I'm Thomas Frank, I would be going after my substitutions this evening. And if I'm not starting 11, I'd be going after substitutions as well. It's nowhere near good enough. We had that in our hands and we've absolutely threw it away. Look, don't get me wrong. PSG, they're a fucking good team. But we had them tonight, Jack. We had them. We outclassed them for large parts of that game. But, you know, when the pressure gets on Tottenham Hotspur, we crumble. And it goes back to what I was saying there against Bayern Munich. If you can't hold up the ball and it keeps coming one way, you're going to concede goals. And that's what happened when we made the substitutions. Simple as that.
I mean, I agree that I just don't think it's anything to do with Thomas Frank. Could he have left certain players on maybe just the whole 90 minutes? He kept Ben on for 90. Yeah.
Kudos put in a huge shift.
But even like Matisse Tell played like he was bollocksed, right? So that's, you know, but maybe it's a learning moment.
I get it, but like, you know, Kudos put in a huge shift. He was knackered. Richarlison, huge shift, absolutely bollocks. Sarr, just before he made that substitution, Sarr was limping out to try and help cover Jed Spence. He was absolutely bollocks. You know, he had to make the substitutions. He had to. But this is what I keep saying. You know, at Tottenham Hotspur, we have a good first 11, but when you're looking for the bench, like a lot of people went at Postecoglou last year, he's useless. He doesn't know how to use his bench. It's not a manager problem. It's a problem of the players that are on the bench. They're not good enough. And that's why we're trying to sign first 11 players to weed these guys out. Even Solanke, I'm disappointed with Solanke today. Come back with a point to prove. Couldn't hold up anything tonight. Tell, paid money to make the deal permanent. This guy wanted to get out and play first team football because the World Cup is on the rise and he thinks he can sneak into the squad. And off that performance. And there's a reason why these guys are on the bench. There's a reason why he went with the first 11 he did today. Because they were the hardest working. They're willing to put the effort in. And we've seen exactly why Tell was on the bench. Solanke probably down to fitness. But again, you know, I'd argue Richarlison probably has more of a chance starting against Burnley than what Solanke does with the way he came on today. Archie Gray is so far away from the quality that we need in that midfield. I'm sorry. But we need to do more business before the window closes. And the sad thing is, if we do that business, which we should have already done, by the way, but if we do that extra bit of business, we would be a good outfit. We would be a very difficult team to play against. What let us down today is two things: the substitutions, but also the first half. How many breakaways did we have where we couldn't put them away from open play?
Yeah, it could have been 2-0 up in the first half.
Seen them whipping in consistently good balls for sport there near the end to go and chase a game. When we had good breakaways in the first half, we couldn't put any quality crosses like that. So the problem's twofold. Again, when you got the breakaways, we're not clinical from open play.
Devastating.
And then the players off the bench just are not good enough for at the required level. But we know this. We know this already.
DB saying, well done. Frank did great, but no depth in the squad. Did so much better than I thought we would. Tell and Solanke, he wrote as well. I'm assuming he's saying Tell and Solanke didn't help out. I guess that's what kind of makes this a bit of it's a sucker punch, really. Spurs were the better team. Dave, could you generally agree with me? About 70, 75 minutes, Spurs were the better team in this game. Yeah.
Much better team. Yeah. Much better team. We gave PSG a good goal. Look, don't get me wrong. Fitness playing a massive part for the first 70-odd minutes, Jack. You know, we were 6 games into pre-season. This is their first game back. But these are the situations you got to capitalise on in cup finals. And up until 75, 80 minutes, we were capitalising on that. We used it to our advantage. But again, stuff that Spurs fans have been screaming out for: squad depth, better players.
Yeah.
We could have signed them beforehand and would have made a massive difference tonight. Probably would have actually got us over the line tonight. And that's the cost of not doing your business.
Yeah. Near Aviv saying Frank outclassed Enrique tonight. PSG quality from the bench won the game. And the other thing, too, is that Frank has gone about it in maybe something that we haven't seen in a while at Spurs, where he decided to go with a hardworking 11 and a team that he knew that would really bully that PSG team. Like, how many times did we turn the ball over in really good areas and had some good breaks in that first half that we probably could have done a little bit better with? But then even in the second half, we set the tone. In the second half, in a way, is a clean slate. Maybe PSG could have come out the gates and could have put us under pressure and they could have won it maybe from there. But, Spurs were actually the better team, in that second half to begin with, to go up until that 70th minute when Frank then had to make some changes. But Spurs were really still outworking this PSG team for such a long time. There was at one point where it felt like PSG were kind of giving up. They were swiping at us, doing sort of these petulant fouls and challenges. They looked very, very frustrated until Enrique, went to his bench. And I mean, the players that he's able to pull off the bench just pales in comparison to what we have. He's able to bring on Fabio and Ruiz. He's able to bring on Lee Kong in. He brought in, Gonçalo Ramos, who's just a different option to what they had before. He's still a great striker. And what's crazy is that they actually want to get rid of the guy, but I think he probably saved them by being that focal presence, in the penalty area. Just really shows, the difference in quality that the two teams have, to pick from.
Yeah.
But if anything, the big positive to take, like DB brought up before, is that Thomas Frank did have a master plan for this game, and the Spurs players that he picked, the 11 that he picked, executed it to aplomb.
Yeah. Yeah, look, like I said, I don't blame Frank for anything. Look, you sort of said it yourself. Luis Enrique used the bench to make changes and go and win the game. We used the bench to try and hold on to a 2-0 win, and we ended up losing it. That's the difference tonight, is the quality off the bench.
No. Dave, I don't want your hat, says someone in the house. Jerome saying, all that hard work has gone to shit because of Tell. I never want to see him in a Spurs shirt ever again. My worry with Tell, though, is that, Jerome, is that last season, right? He doesn't finish chances. We've noticed that, is that when he is given opportunities, he doesn't put them away. But then the other thing, and even this was the case under Postecoglou, and now we're seeing it again under Thomas Frank, he's not really that great out of possession. He doesn't really work that hard. He kind of just sort of does like what I've accused Brennan Johnson of at times, which is this sort of half-assed effort where he's sort of pretending to sort of close down a player, but he's not actually. And then smart enough players will realize, wait a minute, this guy's not really putting pressure on me. I can actually take my time here and pick out a pass, to actually carve this team open. And that's what it felt like. It felt like Lee Kong In had a very good game against us on that right side, where he was just sort of cutting in on that left foot and was just putting in some dangerous crosses and picking out some dangerous passes to keep it moving. And Tell was on that left side of the two strikers, and he was responsible for that side to press. And at one point, he was even sitting in. Dave was accusing him of, not coming out. It could have been the case that he was being asked to drop in, but even still, he wasn't putting pressure on the ball. It's twofold with Matisse Tell, Jerome. We've seen that when he has chances, he doesn't put them away, even in preseason friendly against Newcastle, right? He missed one of the worst one-on-ones we've seen in some time here, where he missed that one-on-one. But then defensively, he's not offering a whole lot. He doesn't work as hard as Kudos does. He doesn't work as hard as Richarlison does. I'm worrying for Matisse Tell, to be honest. He just hasn't shown us really much of anything.
I'll be honest, I'd question his appetite for the game and for Tottenham Hotspur, to be quite frank. When we brought him in on loan, look, I was on last one on Spurs at the time. I said, the guy isn't the answer. And I've been proven right. He's had long enough to try and be the answer, and he's not. At the end of the day, he out of possession. We questioned it under Ange Postecoglou last season. He wants his striker to go and press. Against Aston Villa, okay, even if you don't have the ball, one of the easiest things you could do is run. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to go and press and everything else. And Villa just kept on coming at us. And it's the same thing when we brought him on today. The ball just kept on coming at us because the guy doesn't want to do the work. And I'll be honest, in possession, I think he's been one that's been hyped up by Football Manager and FIFA players, to be quite frank. When we signed him, I kept on hearing, this guy's a baller. He's a baller. And I says, well, there's a difference between being a great player and a guy that's surrounded by great players. And I think Tell was surrounded by great players at Bayern Munich. I could score goals in that fucking Bayern Munich team. Let's be real, But at the end of the day, measure of a true player, put him in a Tottenham team. Let's see if he's a game changer, and he's not. And I don't want to go too harsh on the kid. But at the end of the day, he's got to find his fucking appetite and hunger for the game very, very quickly, or he'll be bounced out the door. I think we've wasted money, to be quite frank. We didn't need to sign him in the first place. We already had Udebur. We already had players that were not really performing, that we took a gamble on, and we took another gamble on Tell, and it's backfired.
Mary
And that's the
McGee's
price of it. That's the price of not signing proper players. What we've seen today, Matisse Tel could have closed down the first shot, he didn't. Could have closed down the cross for the second shot, he didn't. And that's the price of doing cheaper business rather than going for real players.
Jacob Anderson saying, I also think that the changes were bad. Should have left the team as it is. They parked the bus, so they didn't actually need fresh legs. I think you need to work still pretty hard when you're parking the bus. Like, you
Still
do
have to
have
move
to
side
still,
to side in that.
yeah, you still have to sort of press and come out. You can't just sort of sit in like the way that we were doing. Like, you are asking for trouble. You know, you still have to put pressure on the ball, and you still have to eventually try to win the ball back. You can't just sort of defend crosses and dangerous passes, you know, for the 90 minutes, you know, but I don't know. Some people seem to think that he didn't need to make as many changes as he did, Dave.
Look,
It's maybe a learning moment for Frank. Like, maybe he figured out, like, he wanted to probably trust that some of these guys could do it for him and finish the job, but maybe now he has to look at it differently. He's only had so many games in charge, right? So it's, in a way, he does have to make, whether you think they're mistakes or learning moments, whatever it is, you know, I guess he had to figure out who he can trust.
Look, Frank would have known. Frank would have spoke during the week. Whoever comes off this bench, I'm going to need you. These players, you know, there are going to be players that are going to be tired, that are going to cramp up. You've seen that with Papa Matsar. Go back and look at just before he took him off. He tried to get out and help Jed Spence, and he couldn't. He was knackered. He was absolutely fucked. Paulinho, was he out on his feet? Not quite so sure on that one. Maybe on that one. But Kudos, when he came off, was out on his feet. Richarlison was out on his feet. I think he had to make the substitutions. He had to. And look, this is what I keep trying to hammer out. This is what I keep trying to say since I've ever started YouTube. Your bench is important. You know, you can't just have bang average players on the bench, you know, and go, oh yeah, he's a squad filler. Because they all come in and play their part. Yeah. They all come in and play their part. And we paid the price for it today. It's that simple. Look, Frank has to make substitutions. These players, they're playing with club football, now with postseason breaks or postseason tours, the amount of games in pre-season tours now, international football, they're playing 70, 80 games a season. You have to manage their minutes. That's why everyone talks about it in football now. Before, it wasn't a thing because you didn't have as many games. You know, you just didn't have as many. You didn't have postseason tours and all this bollocks. You know, you had less international games and stuff like that. But that's why in football now it's a big thing about managing players' minutes because they're all playing so many games. At the end of the day, you have to make substitutions in football. You rely on substitutions, you rely on your bench. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Man United made a living off it, ready to come on and make an impact. Today, I would argue some of them players were sulking, they didn't start.
And then Scarecrow saying, so glad we decided to play pragmatically this game. I think master plan by Thomas Frank. I think it absolutely worked to a T. It's just we couldn't execute it for the whole 90 minutes with the players that had to come on and sort of finish the job for us.
Yeah.
Ed Sweeting saying Paulinho shaking his head with Bentancur and Sarr deserving the win. I think the midfield were probably the men of the match in this game. The defenders were great as well, the back three, but I did feel like Paulinho, Bentancur, and Sarr really set the tone in this game. Daniel Larson saying, I'm very proud of the boys, but sadly that's just a sucker punch. Hope they keep their heads up, though. Come on, you Spurs.
I think positives they can take there. They can take some pride out of the performance that they largely kept PSG out for the majority of the game.
And we're the better team for the majority of it.
We looked more like a cohesive team than what we have done in years gone by. It was a real 1-11 effort for the first 75 minutes. Everyone working their nuts off, executing what we've been working on the training ground from long throws, set pieces, how to pinpoint Richarlison and Kudos as our out ball, pick up free kicks. There's a lot of positives to take from this. A hell of a lot of positives. I just think with the manner how it's unfolded, with the cup in our grasp, the way we let it the last 7-8 minutes of the game, and the way the subs didn't impact the game, I think it's disappointing. And I don't get me wrong, I think we shot ourselves in the foot here today. We've no one to blame but ourselves. But at the end of the day, I think there is still positives to take from it, of course.
And then Jacob Anderson, just always like to get your comments because you're very faithful to us, Jacob. He's saying, I like Frank, but I'm also confused why he made the choices on those penalty takers, keeping Tell and Mickey in the penalty lineup. Again, I think he just has to learn from, some of these decisions. It's unfortunate because you'd think he had the masterclass plan, tactically absolutely sound, but then maybe he does have to think about those substitutions for next time. It's not his fault. I think he has to learn sometimes the hard way because he's only been in the job for so long. And then when it comes to penalty takers, I guess as well, maybe he just has to figure out who his penalty takers are. I wonder whether they've even worked on that, maybe at this point. Jerome saying, no, Jack, he just runs and loses the ball easily and is so weak. I kept saying since last season he's not
Yeah,
good enough. I think Matisse Tell.
yeah.
Um, Listen,
Like
man,
this
I
is
think
what
I was
bothers.
agreeing with you. I was saying he just can't do either. He can't finish, wasn't able to hold up the ball either. And then defensively, man, he just doesn't really work that hard, Matisse Tell. That's what I get more frustrated by, or players that aren't helping you out in possession. And then you would at least think, okay, well, at least out of possession, surely then he can work his tail off and help you out in that regard. Matisse Tell wasn't doing that either.
Here's where I get frustrated.
And missed a
You know,
penalty, like, by a huge margin, like a shocking penalty.
like the keeper had already dived and he still missed it. Anyway, but with this where I get annoyed with Tottenham though in general, like we brought in Werner 2 Januaries ago, didn't make an impact, brought him again in the summer. Last January we brought in Matisse Tell, didn't
Yeah.
make an impact, brought him again in the summer. We don't learn from our mistakes. If you take a gamble in the January transfer window and it doesn't work out, don't double down, buy the player and take the fucking gamble again. Take your lessons from it. Everyone says he's a baller, but he's not. Simple as. He shouldn't even be here at this club. He didn't produce the goods. And at the end of the day, we could sit here and go, he's only 19. You only get so many opportunities to prove your worth at this level. And he's not taking them.
Jacob Anderson also saying, big up, boys. I appreciate the streams. The loss hurts, but there's a lot of positives to take. Add Eze and Savinho, and I think we will do well in the league this year. I think, Jacob, we're definitely agreeing with most of what you have to say.
He's leaving, going to add them, though. That's the thing,
Yeah.
Jacob.
Big up, Jacob, man. And Jerome, man, I think you I'd love to have you on a fan show next time, Jerome, for you to talk about Matisse Tell, because I know you went very, very early on Matisse Tell as well as Dave. Al Ben saying, if you do not take a risk, you take the risk, and that's exactly what happened. Frank is all talk, never that brave manager to take us to the next level. I think that's a bit harsh, Al, but Dave, what do you think?
Look,
I think we were brave in the way that we were playing in that first half, even towards the beginning of the second half. We pressed them. We were putting them under pressure. We were winning the ball back in really good areas. Like, we weren't just sitting back for 90 minutes. There were plenty of times where we had a high line. Center backs were sitting on the halfway line. It just, is a little bit different to Ange in that we go route one, long balls, long throw-ins, set pieces. So it's a bit different in that regard. But to say that we weren't playing bravely in the first half and in the beginning of the second half, I think would be very harsh.
Look, I had massive skepticism around the Frank appointment. I thought it would dampen our transfer window. I thought, we would end up making signings like Tell and Takai and people like that, because we brought in Frank, because he's known as a developer and stuff. And I've questioned, does he have it at this level? But to be fair, I think, Al Ben, I leave tonight with more positives around Thomas Frank than maybe, more questions, to be honest with you. I think tonight he set up with five at the back. I'm very cautious with a five at the back. I don't like it. But we went after PSG. We pressed them. We forced them into mistakes. But at the end of the day, if the same problems keep rearing their head, can't keep going after every manager. We've done the same with Postecoglou, same with Conte, same with Jose, and same with Nuno. Three of them have all left Tottenham and gone on to better things and proven that they're not as bad as people made them out to be. Look, when the first 20, 25 minutes when we had breakaways, it's not his fault Richarlison can't make the right decision. No. Richarlison has shown since he's arrived at Tottenham he can't make the right decision. It's not his fault. Making the substitutions. At the end of the day, he's got to make them. He's got to protect some of his better players, because that's something that people aimed at Ange last year. You're not protecting them. You're not managing their minutes. The minute Frank goes to do that today, people go mad because the substitutions lost us the game. And people went mad about Ange's substitutions last year. You can't keep getting the same results and keep blaming the manager. It's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting different results. At the end of the day, we know the bench ain't good enough. It's never been good enough at Tottenham. Jose couldn't change the game from the bench. Conte couldn't. Ange couldn't. Nuno couldn't. And Frank has shown he couldn't. And that's not because they don't know how to use substitutions or manager squad. They've proven everywhere else they can. It's because we don't have the strength in depth at Tottenham Hotspur. It's a huge problem. Look, tonight isn't about Frank. And to be honest with you, look, I'm one of them. I don't think we should be giving Frank time. I think there should be pressure on him from the very beginning to deliver. And I was arguing this with Rayman yesterday. But off what I've seen today, if we got slapped up 4 or 5-0 and it was easy for PSG, I would say huge warning signs, huge concerns. But the reality is he learned a lesson from Bayern Munich. He knew that front line wasn't good enough to play a tree. So he found a way today to go and compete with PSG. Yeah. And I can only respect that, to be quite frank. He found a way to make us competitive today. He done something unconventionally, put Kudus up front alongside Richarlison, and it worked a treat. And at the end of the day, I can only respect him for that. He's trying to find a way to win, and that's what I want. I want to win games. And he tried to find a way. He didn't just go, the tree ain't good enough, I'm just going to stick them out there again. He goes, right, fuck you, there's punishments here. You're off to the bench, and I'll try something different. And it worked. So I've got to give him respect for that, to be honest with you, Al Ben. And look, I still question if he's the right guy. But today, I think he's gained a lot of respect from me. I don't blame him for not being able to, punish PSG from open play, and I don't blame him from the substitutions bench. I'm used to this at Tottenham Hotspur over the last few years. I warned this was coming when we saw Kane and Son. You're going to become a set-piece team. It's what we've shown we are today. I warned, about bringing in quality players and not just bringing in any Joe Soap to be a squad filler. We paid the price for it today. These are things that are continuous at Tottenham. Can't keep blaming the manager for it all the time.
Yeah, I just think, Al, I love you, man. I just think you're being a bit harsh by saying that we didn't take any risks or that we didn't play bravely or anything like that. The way we were pressing them the first 60, 70 minutes, that game, I think we were absolutely playing bravery. But just maybe a little bit different to what we experienced, last year, in terms of bravery. Whereas, like, in possession, we play a bit more cautiously. We look to sort of, try things a little bit differently. But out of possession, man, I thought we were very brave the way that we were pressing and the way we were trying to win the ball back. Eddie Joker Davis saying majority of people talking about the squad depth. Lots of you are saying Ange needs to get better out of these players. So to use your words against you, Frank needs to get better out of these players. I don't want to make this constantly an Ange Frank thing, though, because at the end of the day, Ange is out the door. So I don't know. Like, I just think if anything, Frank has been let down by a lack of squad depth, clearly, or a lack of experience that he can bring off the bench. And that's something that we've seen the case with not even just Ange Postecoglou, but managers before Ange, with the case of Conte and the case of Jose as well. Even to a degree, with Pochettino, maybe didn't always have, the best quality of options, off of the bench, to necessarily pick from. So I don't know. I don't want to make this constantly a back and forth between Frank versus Ange, really. Look, but what would you say to Eddie?
I'm petty like that. I sort of would do the same as Eddie to a certain degree, especially in our group chat. I like to wind people up sometimes. And I do see Eddie's point, but at the end of the day, Eddie, like I said, some of these players just can't be developed. They're just not at the level that you need, and you're going to suffer for it. Look, the reason why, I brought up Ange Postecoglou is because I think, people forget, they blamed him from the substitutions. They're doing the same to Frank tonight. You can't do that when you don't have the bench. It's not fair, and I think it's only fair to highlight some of the same issues. And Frank is going to suffer the same. I think it's fair. But at the end of the day, I get what you're saying, Eddie. Frank is known as this guy that's a great developer of players and stuff like that. I also tried to highlight how good Brentford's scouting model is and the way it's designed and set up. So I've always questioned how much of it is down to Frank developing these players and how much is it actually down to the scouting model being fit for purpose. But at the end of the day, there's just some players you can't develop. And this is where Tottenham need to go into the market. He's not going to start making Richarlison all of a sudden start picking the right pass, being able to cross the ball consistently and score goals. He's just not going to be able to do that. Richarlison's 27. He's already modelled into the player that he's going to be. You've got to move him on and get the next guy in the door. Solanke's the same. He's not going to be anything that or go on to another level. He's already at the level that he's going to be at. Matisse Tell, he's only 19, of course. He can make great strides over a year between 19 and 23 years of age. But I don't see the hunger in the guy, to be quite frank with you. And these are things that I'm not going to sit there and say, Frank, you've got to develop. Same with Brendan Johnson. Can't make the guy start crossing the ball and beating players. Look, I get what you're saying. And I just hope that people have had a wake-up call, because the narrative last season was, we just need a good coach. These players are much better than what they're showing. Some of them ain't. And some of them are in the forward line, which is the most important area in the football team at this level, and that's a huge concern. But make no mistake about Eddie, we've got to sign players. I get what you're doing because you love Ange, but we've got to sign players, lad.
Appreciate, though, that Eddie. Appreciate the generous support.
Good shit, Housery.
And I think I gave it to Dave because I think you would probably see it in your eyes maybe a bit better than I am, Eddie. Oldies, thank you for the support as well, saying Tell needs to be sold as soon as possible. Why did we sit back in the second half? I think we always were going to maybe sit back to some extent because we had a 2-0 lead, to protect. But, I mean, I felt like maybe we were sitting back a bit too much because the players weren't pressing and working as hard off of the ball as the ones before them that actually started the game.
I honestly, when you've got players that come on and can't hold up a ball, the ball just keeps coming back. It may look like that your tactics is just to sit back in and soak up play from the opposition. Now, Jose Mourinho plenty of times came out and said, I'm not asking my players to sit in that deep. Conte came out and said similar things. But at the end of the day, if you can't get a grip of the ball, what do players naturally do subconsciously sit in, sit deeper, drop deeper, drop deeper, drop deeper. That's exactly what happened tonight. Even if Frank didn't instruct them to drop deeper, subconsciously they done it because they couldn't get a hold of the ball. They lost all confidence, so they just go, well, we're going to try and batten down the hatches. And that's what happens when you've got players that just aren't good enough. At the end of the day, Richarlison and Kudos, when they were holding up the ball, they got us up the pitch. We gave them a good goal. When we took them off and brought on Tell and Solanke, ball just came one way. I don't blame Frank. I don't think he instructed the team to sit back. I don't think he instructed Archie Gray to go hiding in the midfield. You know? I just don't. When Bergvall came on, Bergvall got out wide and pressed the ball. So I would assume that everyone else was given the same instructions, just didn't carry them out.
Thank you for the generous support, oldies. Tango Bin Al-Shid, just with a comment here, saying snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. That's probably the title we might have to go with for the post-match reaction.
Yeah.
DJ Funk DJ, Tell will come through in my opinion, but I would have chosen Odebear or Johnson to get the third goal.
Yeah.
Maybe with Johnson, he can maybe stretch the game, with sometimes the pace and the runs that he can bring. And then the same thing could be said with Odebear, right? Someone who's actually pretty silky on the ball, and then maybe could have stretched the game a bit more with some of the run. I would say Odebear is probably a better presser than even Matisse Tell, actually. I think Odebear actually works even harder than Matisse Tell does off the ball.
But you know what, though, Jack? It's sort of pick your poison, right?
Yeah.
Is one of them really leaps and bounds ahead of the other?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Are any of them really
difficult decisions?
Great at holding up the ball?
Nothing obvious.
You pick Odebear, he could have done the same thing. You pick Johnson, probably would have done the same thing. It's pick your poison. The reality is, they're just not good enough. None of them.
Paul Mularati saying, I don't rate Frank very highly, but his style did get us a 2-0 up. Can't blame Tell or Van de Ven for those pens. We've been let down by not signing attackers. I think you can blame Tell and Van de Ven for those pens. I mean, at the end of the day, they're professional footballers. Van de Ven isn't necessarily a striker. It's center back, but Tell's got to be able to put that away.
He's got to be able to strike the ball.
And with Tell, too, we've asked this question before, he's missed a lot of chances, in his time at a Spurs shirt, and now he's missed a massive penalty. So I don't know. I think real big question marks are going to come over his clinical edge, and he was brought in January to help alleviate, the issues we were having with scoring goals, right? Because we didn't have Solanke available, Richarlison wasn't available. He was brought in to help the forward line, maybe score some more goals. He hasn't done that at all since coming here, Matisse Tell. If anything, he's missed some absolute howlers and some absolute sitters since coming in. MV Joker Dave is saying, I don't blame Frank Davo. I'm just being petty, but after being called a clown all of last season for saying this.
No, I get it. And I know you want to clap back. I've sort of used some of the same logic myself, towards people. It's like, yeah, but don't forget you were saying this last year. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But at the end of the day, now the season's underway. It's not the time for it. You just got to all get on the same boat, call for signings to help Thomas Frank. 2 or 3 more signings will transform this team and make us a very competitive outfit. So if I'm the owner of a football club, I'd go and do the business. Will Levy? I don't know. Maybe we need Vinay to fucking butter him up with another bottle of red wine.
Yeah.
Jason, but now's not the time for pettiness, Eddie.
Jason Bell saying, going in, I thought we were going to lose 5-0. So, at least we held on for our own for a while. I think we can legitimately say we were the better team for at least close to 70 minutes. I think Frank had the absolute class master plan for this game. He just then had to make some decisions, about who he would have to bring off at some point. Could make the argument, maybe 1 or 2 players he could have maybe tried to keep on for the rest of the game, but he's got a game about Saturday to think about. That's just the thing. They're not easy decisions, I think, for Thomas Frank. And if anything, he probably wanted to give some faith to these guys off the bench to prove him right or wrong, whatever it might have been. And a lot of them, I think, proved him, it showed him a very, very little, and that's, again, not a good omen and not a good sign for what the season to come, balancing all 4 competitions. So you got to lean on some of these other players. Got to make subs. Got to use your whole squad available to you. And he tried to, and, a lot of them let him down.
But this is the thing, though, Jack. Last season, everyone was moaning because Ange wouldn't make substitutions, kept on using the same players. Now Frank is using substitutions and trying to use his squad. People are moaning. The reality is we just hate losing games, and we look for someone to blame. But the person to blame is either substitutions that came on or your owner. Simple as.
Woodsy Hotspur saying, on a positive note, lads, Danzo, we know, can throw a ball out of White Hart Lane.
Yeah. I wonder how far he'd be able to launch that down the high road, Woodsy.
Ed Sweeting saying, too, I think this is a fair point. First game of the season, competitively, it's very difficult for players to last the whole 90 minutes. In 2 or 3 weeks, Kudos could maybe finish that game. Frank has no choice when it comes to the changes. Also, you don't want to risk injury to our only dangerous players. You know, that's actually fair too. Some of these guys, you know, he has to keep available if he wants to try to win any of these games. And then Jason Bell, maybe one last comments we'll take here. Jason Bell saying, when he made the first subs, PSG were already starting to put some very heavy pressure on us. In my opinion, it was a matter of time for their first goal. The second hurt, though. So that's also a fair point. They were already starting to maybe open the door a little bit, PSG. So Frank did have to make a change. And Luis Enrique, he made a very tactical change. He took off the majority of those attacking players that he had started with, put on more guys that are going to look for the ball to feet. They're going to try to sort of move the ball a bit quicker. They're midfielders. And then he put on a central striker, regular number 9, to sort of just camp in the box and just wait for that service. And Luis Enrique absolutely got it right. It was just Frank at some point had to find an answer to that. And he tried to find that through putting on some hardworking players to put pressure on those midfielders that were coming onto the ball for PSG. And I mean, Bergvall, Archie Gray, Tell, all of them, they couldn't put pressure on the ball. They just, for some reason, couldn't. And that's what hurt us.
We just threw it away today. We've threw it away. Look, proud of the performance, but at the end of the day, we've gifted it to them. We've gifted it.
Everybody, appreciate you. It's really, really, it just felt like, it was, like I said before, it was, whatever the phrase is, you know, trophy was at our grasp, and it was snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, or whatever the phrase was that was brought up earlier. I think that's a great way to put it. Thank you for all the support today. It's such a crushing way. It's an absolute sucker punch. I do think 24 or 48 hours from now, though, I do think people will look back on that performance as a decently positive sign, though, for what's to come, especially in these bigger games against better opponents with better players. And, you know, he showed that he can figure out a way to make you at least competitive. And that's what a lot of people even wanted, right? From last season, we at least wanted to be more competitive in a lot of these bigger games against better opponents. And I think Frank has shown that. Against literally the best team in the world and one of the best managers in the world, in my opinion, in Luis Enrique, someone who's won 2 Champions Leagues in his lifetime with 2 different teams, with world-class players in almost every position. So I think Frank's shown what he can do. I mean, at the end of the day, you had Richarlison and Kudos up top with, you know, like the list goes on. It's not like this guy had, you know, a whole lot to work with either. So he showed that he can figure something out and nearly get us a win.
Look, disappointed.
I feel for Frank. I feel for Frank.
Disappointed to lose the final, but some positives heading into the start of the season. Yeah.
Everybody, we will see you next time. Come on, you Spurs. I think we'll see you all on Saturday for Burnley. See what happens there.